That it is. That it is. Clobberin time. Welcome, 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 my dear friends, clobbers and clobberonians and clobberonimos and everyone else out there all across the clobberverse. It is great to see you, my good friends. Thank you for being here with me tonight on Wildcard Wednesday night and Clobbering Times on YouTube. I almost said Blog Talk Radio. Like my old intro I used to do, that wordy, silly, dumbass radio announcer opening I used to do. Welcome to Clobberin Times, which comes at you from the Isle of Misfit Toys, which is secretly owned and operated by the Kirby Commandos, who proudly preside in the Clobber Times Baxter Building basement, and solely owned and operated by me, the commander, and I got it all messed up. So I don't even remember my own dumb little intro anymore, but whatever. It is Clobberin Times number 424 on YouTube, but number 1,124 overall. And I want to thank you all so much for being here, and shout out to the great Snail Messiah for being a new member, for joining up. So always great to get a new member. Thank you, Snail Messiah. I really appreciate that, my friend. And he's a good friend of the show, a longtime friend of the show, and it's great to see you out there. Quick show note. Tomorrow night, the Clobbies Clubhouse will be in session, and it is Star Trek Day, so we will celebrate Star Trek in some fashion. We'll wish everybody a happy Star Trek Day tomorrow night with Raquel and Mark and I, and we'll have a good time. And I am looking forward to it. And of course, let's see here. Then Saturday night Star Trek. And we've got 4 more episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine to review with all of you wonderful clobberers, clobberonis, and Trek fans extraordinaire. Lord Thoth is here. In fact, let's say my hellos right now. We have with us the great Lord Thoth. Always good to see you there, brother. Avon lives. Long live the Legion, my friend. D. Bud Martin, what's up, brother? The man of iron. Chris Persia, the master of all that is French Canadian. Buddy, Chris, always great to see you, man. Thanks for all you do. I'm so glad to see you here. J-Man, J-Man, what's up, dude? Great to see you, my friend. Hope you were doing well. You the man. Always great to see the great J-Man here. I hope you're feeling well and doing well. Maddie's daddy Steve popped in. He said, have a good stream. I'll be back on Saturday, so I don't think I guess you may not be hearing me. I don't know. But anyway, shout out to the great Steve Mitchum. He's an old friend from way back, and I got to spend some time with him the other night in town a little bit. Not as much as we'd like, of course, but we got to go out to dinner a couple times when he was here last week and then this week, And it was great to see my old friend. And I, wish you could see him more, but still, just always great at least seeing him pop up in the chat. And Keely Chow rolled some tide there, my friend. And I see Keely mentions Rough Girl. I don't see Rough Girl in there, but in case you are Rough Girl, it is lovely to see you, my dear. And I hope you're doing well, lovely lady. And thank you for popping by. Linrod, hello there, Linrod. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Chat jumping on me. Excuse me here. Gap After Dark. Hey there. What is up, my friend? Good to see you. Brian Hepburn. Hello, hello, hello. And anyone else who pops in, of course, we will greet them accordingly. Or with an accordion or something. I don't know. What was I? Oh, you know what, man? I forgot to download some pictures of some things I wanted to show. Man, oh man, what is wrong with me? Well, don't answer that. We know. No, answer that. But I've decided to do something that I've kind of meant to do for a good while and get back into the habit. I've decided to read an old comic a day, or at least 1 to 2 old comics a day. I know that sounds weird. Maybe it is weird. But why not, right? So I'm going to do it. And I started that. Well, I've been doing it for a while. But there are times that I go along, like I'll catch myself going maybe a week or 2 without reading any old comics. and this is unacceptable. So I decided to make a bit of a habit of it. Um, so yesterday I read a couple, and we're going to be reviewing. I'll do some reviews of them as well, and such. You know, because that's fun. And I might do some review videos. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but it well, definitely something. I want to get these pictures, the ones I did yesterday. So and I'll read some. I just started reading one tonight. What the hell? Okay, my sorry everyone, having a bit of a technical issue, I think, but we should be good now. What's wrong with you? I hate the Marvel database. Good God, you suck. Marvel database is garbage. They ruin their pictures. Does anyone ever go there? Just go to GCD from now on when you need pictures of a cover of a comic book. Because Marvel database screwed theirs up. Man, Jesus. You suck, Marvel database. GCD is the best. I think. Unless they ruin theirs too now, and I don't know about it. Did they ruin theirs too? Let's see. Oh no, they didn't. I got it. See. Yeah, just do the because the Marvel database and the DC. Someone runs. I think the same company runs both. Um, and they're both screwed up. So anyway, now I can find these pictures. I had to go find them. Sorry about that. We'll see who's here. I had my eyes off the chat. I apologize. Let's see who else has popped in. Bop, 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 bop. J-Man says, I do an old one a day and the Superman on Sunday. Today was Superboy and the Legion 202. Oh, 100% awesomeness. Oh, man, I'm so glad you're enjoying that, J-Man. Hey, is 202 the one where Invisible Kid dies? JT Kirk, hey there. Dark Shadow Logan, hey there. Good to see you. Maybe I'm not, or is that the one with Bouncing Boy and Bouncing Boy's Wedding? I can't remember. I'm bad with issue numbers. Hungry Boy, what's up? Hungry for some kind style crowd sleep. Great to see you there, bro. A ton of guys die in that one. Damn, because I'm thinking about going back to that point in the Legion and starting the. I haven't read those in so long, dude. I'm about to go back to that point, 197, when the Legion took over Superboy's book. Hey there, Gwagnar. Clobby, as if Marvel would have their database in order. They probably replace their competent admin tech support with, yeah. Well, they've screwed their pictures up. Pop Culture Republic, hey there. Good to see you. But yeah, Chris Persia, and that's just me. See, I'm crappy with tech anyway, and now I can't download their damn pictures like I can from the look. If you're pro tip, because I am good at researching comic stuff. If the best place to research comics, yeah, the Marvel database and the DC database, they're okay, but the GCD, which is for those who don't know, the Grand Comic Database, that's probably the best one, I think. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's the best. So I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go back and start at that point, 197, Legion 197, I believe. J-Man soon, and just do a deep. This has been so long since I've read them, and do a deep dive on those. But also, I'm gonna pick like a random book every day to do, kind of mix that in with some random stuff, all old stuff, some silver and some bronze, for the most part. Because it's just so much fun to do. Just so much fun to do. Anyway, let's see. Let me pick these. Two of the ones that I did this week, or that I did yesterday. Again, stop. Look, one of the things you'll figure out when you get old like me, if you're not old like me already or close to it, and maybe not everyone's different, not everyone has my horrible memory, but a conversation may come up about comics that you love, and you remember, like if someone will show you the cover or someone will mention the comic book, and this is kind of mostly true with comics. Your Muslim uncle, what's up, buddy? Oh, that's cool, Jay, man. Keep me posted on what you're reading there, bro. But with comic books, and maybe this is just me, I don't know. We'll talk about an issue, and it'll come up, and I know, and it's an issue that I read it sometimes 20, 30, 40 years ago. But I remember, oh man, that was a great issue. And we'll talk about bits and pieces that I remember. But as far as remembering the minutia, unless it's something that I know I read a bazillion times, like there was a time, say what you want about this, judge me if you will, because I'm a big Alan Moore freak, unapologetically slow. And there was a time when I read Watchmen every year for the first 20 some odd years of its existence. And I was the ultimate Watchmen collector, the ultimate Watchmen fanatic, only the Moore Gibbons one, of course, no other fake trash. And I could quote you any passage in Watchmen backwards and forwards. Yes, 197 is a great starting point. It is, and love that Dave Cockrum art, man. And I guess, have you gotten to the first Wildfire when he was Erg 1? Wildfire, man. I love Wildfire. Is my favorite Legionnaire not named Superboy or Monel, as we've talked about many times on this show. So I'll pick up a comic that, or let's say we talked about a comic from 83 or 78 or whatever, and I'll go, oh man, I love that. That was a great one. And then I'll start thinking about it, and I'll go, well, I do love that, and I remember reading it, but I haven't read that since it came out, or for maybe 20, 30 years, and I'll go back and read it. And oh yeah, Wildfire's coming up, greatness. I'll go back and read it, go, wow, I forgot so much of this comic. There's a pattern to characters I love, J-Man, and Wildfire, like Ben Grimm, is a tragic. Drake Burroughs is such a tragic character. I love him. But pardon me while I take a Tums because I got heartburn coming out of nowhere. Wildfire is as good as Avon. So going back and reading these is like re-experience. In some cases, it feels like I'm reading them for the first time because it's been, like I said, 30, 40 plus years. And then sometimes I'll read one and go, I remember that cover, but I don't know if I ever read this one or not ever. Maybe I just remember the cover. It's weird. It's unless it's something I know I read. I mean, there's certain things I'm sure about. Classic Comics, welcome, my friend. Lord Toss says, I love the Wildfire Dawnstar couple, my favorite couple in comics. Same here. It's a tragedy, though. Classic Comics says, Wildfire. Hey, Captain Time Lords. What's up, Captain Time Lord? Good to see you, buddy. He said, Wildfire is a character the Legion kind of needed. He was a brash hothead who came into the group and shook things up, and he was even the leader for a while. A very tragic character. I guess that's why I love Ben Grimm and I love Drake Burroughs. I mean, those are two very tragic superheroes that I love very much. I'm drawn to the tragic superheroes, I guess, which is weird because I also like the goody two shoes like Superman as well. But anyway, so I'm really excited to hear about that, J-Man. I hope you're going to enjoy it, and I want to hear you. I definitely want to talk to you about them. And therefore, in lockstep with you, J-Man, and in unison with you, I'm going to go back and start reading those as well. And like I said, I'm going to try to at least one or two old comics a day, even more. Yesterday, I read 2 just out of the blue. I've been binging the Fox X-Men show, which I never watched much of before. I watched it in the 90s sporadically, but I never sat through all of them and watched them. It was Saturday mornings. I was in my 30s and I was working and all that stuff. And by the way, for those who don't know, hey, Lord Thoth, J-Man is starting a baptism of fire on the Legion. That's what we're talking about. And he's starting reading He's reading Legion from, he's read 247, of course, of Adventure, and he's reading some old ones. And he just started at 197, Legion Superboy, starring the Legion of Superheroes. Yes, that classic Timberwolf cover. I love Timberwolf, by the way. And so, J-Man, Lord Thoth, and other Legion fans and I here appreciate that you're doing that. And like I say, whether it's his bag or not, I appreciate that he's going and giving it a shot. Linrod's enjoy. Oh man, Linrod's been reading the FF Omnibus. Linrod, that's fantastic. Good to see you here, by the way. Linrod, I love you're having some great fun there with the FF, man. That's fantastic. J-Man, I did not know that. J-Man, Giant Size X-Men is J-Man's favorite comic. Well, I read that yesterday for the first time, and maybe, oh my God, 35, 40 years. And because I've been watching that, that 90s Fox X-Men cartoon all the way through. First time all the way through. I'd seen some of it before. I really loved it. I loved reading X-Men Giant Size 1. It was just a sheer joy, and I really loved it. One of these days we'll have to talk about that one, J-Man. But it's great stuff. And oh yeah, Hunger Boy. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, that Gil Kane inking Dave Cockrum was amazing. Love that cover. Gil Kane inked by David Cockrum, I should say. Hey, Mark D with the C. Yo, bro, what's up? Captain Timeless says, good news, I'm reading comics. Bad news, this week it's Blackhawk by Howie. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Captain. I got to tell you, I personally, you know how I feel about Chaykin, and I did not like his Blackhawk, but if it makes you feel any better, a friend, a friendly acquaintance of mine, I should say, did most of the background work on that comic because he used to work for Howard Chaykin. Anyway, and Chaykin, yes, he did have people doing his backgrounds for him, especially on American Flag and the Shadow and Blackhawk, amongst other things. Let's see here. Where were I? And so I read this one. And then out of the blue, because I was talking to a buddy of mine that I talk to every now and then, and we were talking about, he was at the Heroes Con in Memphis. I'm not Memphis. Masters Maniac Mexico. Welcome. Not Memphis. He was at Heroes in Charlotte a couple of months back. My buddy Wes, and he was talking about how he was talking to all these different, artists and writers who were there. And he was talking to Klaus Janson. He loves Klaus Janson's work. I'm not sure where you stand on Janson, Hungry Boy. I know not everyone likes him. I like Janson, but I don't know what you think. But he was talking to Janson, and Janson inked many of his favorite comics, and Janson inked one of his favorites of all time. And it was an issue of What If that's so old, I can't remember ever reading it. I think I did, but I wasn't sure. And it was this issue of What If, number 3. Now, I don't have any doubt that my buddy D-Bud has probably read this comic because he's an Iron Man fan. This is a great comic. This is a wonderful story. And you adored Janson until 1978. Wow. I like Janson, but I hear you, man. And this is a great comic. It's a great, look, I can't believe Jim Shooter wrote such a good story. Well, Jim Shooter's written good stuff. Okay, whatever you don't like, Shooter. Hey, Lord Thoth, buddy, I'm going to talk to Nick, and we're going to review this. Nick, D-Bud and Thoth, if you're up for it, and I know Nicholas and the boys on a Friday night show, I might do a review of it myself, but I talked to the boys. I think they're willing to review it. This is a very effective story. Sid Eastwarren, hey there. Your Muscle Uncle says, is there a Legion of Superheroes omnibus? How much? If so, there are a few omnibuses now. I think there's a couple of Silver Age omnibuses. I'm not sure the exact price on those, but I know they're not cheap. An omnibus usually cover prices at minimum for like 120 something bucks. So you can get them cheaper, but But there are some, yes. Hey, LT, just look at. You can just read the digital online if you want. If you don't want to pull it out of the box. I know that's heresy, but that's what I do. Yeah, good luck finding those old omnibuses. I have most of the old archives. I don't have the omnibuses, but I mean they're nice looking. Hey, Classic Comics, would you be referring to the Earth War? The Legion Earth War was pretty good. Some of James Sherman's art is incredible, and some of it was inked by Jack Abel. But oh, I love the archives. I love the way they look. I can't really afford them now, but yeah. Yeah, Chaikin had a few guys who worked for him. Yeah, Earth War was one of the was the big yeah, there was the big Legion saga before Great Darkness saga came along, and that was a big one. Of course, they have a few sagas. Look, even though the art wasn't as good, I kind of like the Reflecto saga. I know it's weird. They had a lot of great stuff. It's again, J-Man's in for a treat. I think if he gets into the book, the Palamis Minion and the Pepperoni. Pup, 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 pup. Um, but yes. So let's see. Okay, sorry. All right. Sorry, everyone. I hear something there. All right. Bup, 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 bup. Okay, only if you feel like it, dude. Always. But the invite, the chair's open if you ever. Um, but yeah, where we're but anyway, so this is a cool comic right here. This is a good one. And tonight, my reading will be when I'll get them done. I'm going to read a couple more what ifs. I'm kind of getting hooked on these what ifs again. I haven't read a lot of them in a good while. It's a rabbit hole right there. But the thing is, you can just go to that. I know, shouldn't read them online, but you can go to that thing and just pick and choose any issue you want and just sit there. And it's just no effort. You sit there, look at them on your screen. I'm sorry. I actually like digital. Some people don't, but I do. Oh my goodness, Apollo. Apollo says the pupper had her 10th birthday yesterday. She's having pork chops. Happy birthday to the pupper. Happy birthday to pupper. That's all. I won't do anymore, I promise. If I sing anymore, I'm gonna have this happen to me.
Your agonizer, please.
Yeah, so oh my goodness. So those are a couple. I think I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read a couple of two what ifs. One I've actually read. I think I've read them a long time ago. That what if Conan had visited our time of day, what it was called, and then there was another one. What if Conan stayed in our time? So just a weird Conan mood. But I remember I bought what if sporadically. I don't know about you. First series was the best, I think, as well. Glagnar, actually. What if one is a great series? So many different artists and stories. Yes. uh, and they called him Wildfire. Yeah, I love Wildfire. I love Wildfire, and I hope What if Thor battled Conan? Yeah, that's another one I'm gonna. I got so many of them. I'm just gonna do them at random. That's the great thing about what if you could pick any random issue. You don't have to go in order. But I'm gonna start um, rereading Legion from Bronze on up, and I'll read all the way to the end of the Baxter series, and that'll be all that matters because it's been forever. It's about time. I reread the Great Darkness Saga about a year or two ago, as I've done a few times, and I love the Great Darkness Saga, but I need to go stretch the boundaries a little bit and read some of the lesser bits at the time in the series. Just an ordinary confession. When I became club president of my local MC, first thing I did, I think he means is getting a what if I became Hulk cover tattoo on my chest. Says Masters Maniac Mexico. MMM, way to go. I can respect that. Um, Wagner says if you were looking to buy the What If trades omnibus, now is a good time to get them before Marvel loses the Conan license. Yeah, I don't even think they put. I think they left. I'm not sure if they put the Conan ones in the trades because some of the scan on one of those Conan stories I'm reading doesn't look like took it from a trade. See, a lot of these that site that I won't mention the name of because I like it too much and I want to get take down. It's got every comic ever made. Seems like on there. And if it's a comic that's been reprinted with a recolored trade or something, they usually use those for their scans. And some comics that hadn't put in trades, you can tell they scanned them from the old newsprint. There's a difference you can tell. Conans are in the trades. Okay. All of them, though? I wonder if all of them are. Let me take a look at that one I'm looking at now. Wow. Well, sometimes they just use the regular comic to do it anyway, then. Crazy. The story that's left out is Master Kung Fu. That's true. Yeah. Yep. That is true, sir. They had a Shang-Chi what if story, and Marvel wasn't able to put it in their what if trade paperbacks. Oh my God! Just check my delivered shopping. They forgot the garlic. Oh my God, man, that suckles, dude. Sorry to hear about that, hungry boy. And I know you're probably even hungrier now. Sorry about that, bro. That is a damn shamer, sir. Man, oh man. Where's mine? I'm missing some pictures. I wanted to send myself a picture. By the way, did anyone know that it's the does everyone know it's the 30th anniversary today of Batman the Animated Series? That's pretty cool, ain't it? Hate when I forget to load pictures. Wagner, that's one of my favorite issues of What If. What if the Invisible Girl had died? Welcome to Great Mark. Able to see what's up, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And, hey, thanks for popping in, man. I know you're probably busy and tired, but
always fun. Always enjoy hanging out. And prayers for Hungry Boy tonight. I really hope no vampires.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Visit him. Yeah, no, I guess I don't know if Hungry Boy's Italian, but if you're Italian, you have a shopping cart without garlic. That's that's a real no-no. So that's evil. Yeah,
that's terrible.
I think my mom.
I'm sorry.
Every meal had garlic. She has cloves and cloves. Heads of garlic. So I not to derail everything, but I have a great garlic sauce recipe. I'll post later, Hungry Boy, if you like garlic.
It's a wonder that I outweigh you 2-1 when you talk about food way more than I do.
Right?
Well, I don't understand it. Yeah. Man,
I'm
man.
catching up to you, unfortunately. I got to get back on track.
You're lucky that you probably visit. It would almost be like scientifically impossible for you to catch up with me, and boy, are you lucky.
Well, did you see the pig this weekend? Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Well,
that's a classic episode.
Oh, that's a great issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. I've talked about that one on the show a good bit. Um, that animated, excuse me, not so about that animated that issue where Sue it's basically about her death. That was a great one. They had a lot of great ones, and a lot of them that I just passed by then read later, and some I probably haven't read, either never read at all or hadn't read so long I forgot about them that I want to go back and look at. But I'm just as pleased as punch that J Man is going back. Going back to read Legion, man. That's good. He's in for a lot of fun.
Excellent.
So,
Oh, the other FF was ton of what if FF issues, but there's one where they all got the same power. I think it was
Yes.
4 different stories. I love that one. It was a horrific.
Yes.
And I think one of doesn't Sue become like a man thing type monster when they all get the powers?
I remember that cover. Even,
loses her mind.
I don't remember. Hey, Dave, what's good to see you there, Dave? I can't exactly remember what happened to the story.
But I think it was something horrific in one of those with Sue. Now we're mentioning the one with Sue. Sue passes away, and I don't know if it was a volume 2. Maybe we got a lot of comic book experts in the chat, so I think it was.
Oh, it was in volume 1.
It was a volume 1. You think? Yeah.
Pretty sure it was volume 1. I just can't remember exactly the deal. I can remember. I can even see the cover in my head, but I can't really remember everything about that story. Like I say, it's just a blur.
Yeah, but if I'm remembering correctly, the one where they all got the powers of the Thing, Sue, I think Sue and then Reed, they're losing their minds. They're becoming like a swamp, like a man, Marvel Man thing. So it's kind of that slow loss of humanity. Because although Ben is, the Thing, he's still got his intelligence.
Right.
So that there was something really and then of course they all have the powers of the Torch in one of them. I'll try to figure out which one that is. I'll do a search, Raquel, not a Google.
Yeah. A search, but not a Google one.
Yep.
Oh man, but yeah, it's so many good issues. Do you remember? Did you do you remember this issue? Did you read it?
I don't know if I've ever read that one. I know the cover obviously, but I don't remember if I've because you would get them in trades and things like that. And now of course everything's available digitally, so it's stuff is easy to get.
Oh yeah,
I probably read that one. I was just thinking about that tonight. It's like
I'm not sure I have. I thought I did for sure, but then of course I just read it last night. But
yeah, so now you read it.
I'm trying. Put it this way: if I didn't remember it, so I may as well have not. So, but I was buying. I bought the first issue. I was telling my friend of mine, that I went. I mean, when I first saw, I bought What If #1.
What was that? Spider joins the FF.
Yeah. What if Spider-Man joined the FF? I remember. It's one of those comics. I've talked about this before. There's certain comics you remember it fairly well as a kid or what have you, but I'm talking about from a standpoint of I know where I was, what I was doing that day, all this stuff by looking at a comic book cover, where I got it and everything.
Yeah. Well, I think what it is something the comics bring you so much joy. Certain comics that your brain functions that way. Like I remember, I bought one new car in all my life. Now it's an old car, Ford Sport Trek 2010, and it has a code. That Ford had a code for your door, and the salesperson said no one ever forgets the code because there's whenever that car they give you a card with a code. She's like, I've never had it. Everyone always says they never forget that number because you're so excited about getting your new car or whatever, the way your brain works. So you relate that, I think, to like some fun times, so that it all goes together where it's like high priority memory.
Yeah, but there's some comics that we're anywhere close to my favorite that I like them okay.
Yeah.
That I can take. It's weird. I can tell you where I was or where I got it, and other ones that I like 10 times more than that I couldn't tell you anything about the day I bought it.
That ruins my theory.
For me, no, I'm just saying for me. I'm weird.
Yeah. No, but usually you remember that kind of like, it's, of course, it's Star Trek 2 Wrath of Khan week, although it should be June, but I can still, if I close my eyes, I can picture my dad driving the old blue and white van.
An event like that, yes, I hear you.
to pick me up. I could close my eyes and see him coming and waving to me to like get in the van to see Wrath of Khan.
Oh, an event like that? Sure.
Yeah.
No, I think
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, Matthew Pounder, what's up, bud? Good to see you. No, I can see that. That's something that's such a huge thing. I'm talking about you bought a comic book at a 7-Eleven in 1975. So what? You bought 1,000,000 of them at the 7-Eleven or whatever, or the Eckerd Drugs or whatever. But why you remember the exact store where you bought that one issue, like in my case, Peter Parker #1 with that, or what if?
Yeah.
But you have 1,000 other comics in your collection. If you looked at it and go, if someone said, where'd you buy that one? If it's 1978 or whatever, shit, you'd have to like guess, or maybe remember where you used. I mean, in other words, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean about that?
Yeah.
The
Well,
human mind is weird.
FF310, which got me collecting again. Things to come. I can still picture seeing that on the rack at like I'm forgetting. I think it was Barnes and Noble in the mall, but one of the stores in the mall that was selling comics back then. And I'm like, what'd they do to Ben Grimm? What's going on with Benji? Why does he look like a pineapple? And I bought it, and then that sucked me in again. So I always say that's my most expensive comic book ever, because I started buying comics again after that in college. So because I had stopped for like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, there's certain things that stand out in your mind like that. Yeah.
Wow, I remember when and where I was, where I bought Beware the Creeper #1. Wow, right, the day before Easter 1968 in Madera, California, from Hal's Market. See, that's amazing. And let's see, Giant Size 6 and Entry of an Annihilus, of course, for FF. Found it at a flea market score. Well, there you go. That's X-Men 106, 137, FF 177 for me. Nice. Well, there you go. Here's one, and this was shit. What was it? It was 1977. I used to think I could remember the movie, but now I'm fuzzy on what movie was. I remember the movie theater. It was a Disney movie because it's almost all they played at that point. Was Disney? Remember those Disney live action movies like the Apple Dumpling Gang? And it was one of those type of things.
Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah, but this I thought it was an Apple Dumpling
Gang. Chitty Bang Gang, Bang Bang. Is that Disney? No.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
And in fact, I remember that's another movie that for some reason I was 4 years old. I remember going to see that at the theater. So, but this one, Eckerd Drugs. Now, I was talking to a buddy of mine about this yesterday. Like I said, we were talking about old comics. This is what we do. We're sad that way. We were talking about this, and he's a little bit younger than me. He didn't get this one. But he said if you look at some older comics that came out before that, there were ads. Well, I can't remember seeing ads for it. I can't remember that, whether I saw ads or not. All I know is I see this on the comic book rack, and it wasn't a spinner because it was an Eckerd Drugs. And I freaked the living frack out.
What's going on?
I was 13, I think.
Yeah.
And are you kidding me? Spider-Man and the FF and obviously they met before. I knew all that. The Fantastic Five. What is Spider-Man? What if? What do you mean? What if? I don't know. It was the first issue. I went freaking insane. I could not believe it. I had to have that. It was 50 cents. That's double the price of comic. Or comics were that's more than a regular comic. Yeah. Not double because they'd already gone up a little bit, but I was like, all new cover to cover. What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? If Dr. Doom and company thought the old FF were tough, wait till they meet the Fantastic Five. Oh my God, my head was blowing up and exploding.
Head explode. Head desk, yeah.
Yes. So that would, so naturally, it's just, and again, when you read it now, it's kind of, I haven't read this, and this is another one I'm afraid to go back and read because I'm going to tear it to pieces, but not literally, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go back and read that one soon. So we were talking about that, and that's what made this one come up. And I'm just going to go ahead and say I never read it before because I could have sworn I did, but I didn't remember much about it. So because it's kind of tied into an old Avengers comic. Anyway, this is a great story. I hate to say that about a Jim Shooter comic, but he's written some good stuff. It has great Gil Kane art, inked by Klaus Janson. And it's just if you're a Tony Stark fan, it's a must read. I bought my FF's number 79, one of Clobby's favorite thing covers, you bet. From the spinner rack, in the 7-Eleven Alameda Avenue in Burbank. Wow, good memories. Comics make good memories, dude.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And you know what? Today is the 30th anniversary of Batman animated series. What do you think about that?
That's amazing. But before we talk Batman, I just got to say, I'm looking at my collection. I do have number 4. What if? What if the invaders uh, had stayed together after World War II? And
Yep,
that could have been one of the first Cap
that's right.
comics I read. And that's a
Yeah, I
great
was
Gil
just looking
Kane
at that one
cover.
last night.
That's an
Great. Too bad the interior was by Frank Robbins, but we won't talk about that.
yeah. I just that one is a great. And then of course,
Great
you know,
Kane
typically in my collection, I try to avoid all the really issues that are really worth a lot of money because it's better to skip those when you have runs because why bother with those? So of course I have what if number 9? What if the Avengers had fought evil during the 1950s? Which is a really cool one. You've got Marvel Boy in that one, and you know it's pretty. You know, 3D Man, Venus, and then I skipped number 10, of course, which is what if Jane Foster had found the Hammer of Thor, which is now going for like $200 plus because of the crappy movie that's out. And then I have number
11 by
and I have
Fantastic Four by the Marvel Bullpen.
Yep, and I've got number 11. Yep,
By Jack Kirby. I mean, Kirby came back and drew a whole Marvel comic.
It's awesome.
With
Yeah,
sort of the FF in it, but not really the FF in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that one only worth $7 and the stupid Thor one is worth 200?
Key
But,
collectors. Key collectors
key
suck.
collectors.
It's garbage.
Yeah, so I have.
Go to that Key Collector app. It's so. Ugh.
Oh, there's an app called Key Collector app.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. All my collectors friends use it. You might like
Oh,
it.
wow.
At least it'll tell you stuff what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. Oh, I have what if number 15? What if Nova had been 4 other people?
Yeah, that was a good one. I say it was a good one. I remember buying it. Couldn't wait because it was Nova. Yeah.
Nova, yeah.
So I highly recommend if you get a chance, just digital it or something. So that's like I did. You should read this one. I think, like I say, we'll try to get Nick and D-Bud and the guys. I don't know about this week. I think we might have something planned, but soon to review this one.
I'll have to read that one. Yeah,
it's a good story. It's a gooder.
well, it's a good thing to do to read some old comics every day. Of course, I got my new ones to read, and I never catch up on. But
I'll stick with the oldies.
stick with the oldies but goodies. Yep.
Yeah, but yeah,
But What If was just so much fun. Yeah, What If was yeah. No, but What If was just such a fun, groundbreaking. It was kind of like a Twilight Zone for Marvel, and there were some really great stories in there. It was always a fun one to pick up. I mean, it just really, you know, like the FF. You know, what if the FF had different superpowers? You know, it's just so cool to, you know, different and then you could tell those stories that, you know, that's where it belongs. Those kind of stories.
Sadly, the novel was. What if it was not Handles or Infantino? That's true. Maybe that's why I didn't like it much.
Yeah.
90% of what issues ended bad. Yeah, that's true too. What ifs were never. They were downers.
They were downers. Yeah.
They were downers, but sometimes they were noble downers. You know, like this one. I mean, this one here is a gut wrencher. But it's also noble, and it's just it's valiant, and you have to see it. And for no reason, how about some Kirby Holtz, everybody? Ooh.
There you go.
We usually clobber around here. We don't smash. We don't take kindly to the smasher, but this is just great Kirby Hulk stuff. And I know it's not Kirby month anymore, but it's really always Jack Kirby month here. So I just thought I found this online. I thought I would put it up there. Why not? It's Wild Card Wednesday night.
It's your show.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah,
maybe
it is.
That far. Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah.
It is not. Oh, yeah, it is.
You're not the editor?
I don't know what I am. I'm just nothingness. In fact, you know what I am? I am, and that's what I have a question for you. I guess I shouldn't even do this, but I'm going to do it. What the hell? Do you know what I really am?
What?
I am I'm not going to show it. I don't think I'll show it.
You're not going to do the John Belushi at Animal House, are you?
Well, first of all, let me ask you. Both of us don't have the greatest of short-term memory.
Yeah.
But you were on with me for a while Monday night, right?
Yep.
Did I talk about She-Hulk at all? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did talk about Shulky.
Okay, reason I asked
sure
is I forgot if we did. Okay, everyone, as you may know, you may or may not, and if you follow my Facebook thingy, after all, I got a what's it? I always post my links, of course, to my podcasts on my. I have a group called Clobberin Times Baxter Building Basement, which I've had since I started my show back in 2009. I guess I started sometime around then. Hey there, Nerd Out and Axe Amanda Bear, welcome. So as you may even know, Mark, I post link to every show I do.
Yep.
It's just something I do so people can
Yeah, you always do it on
the
Twitter.
show.
Yeah, just
Well, the other
make
night,
sure people.
yeah, well, the other night I get no, the day after, and some of you may have seen this already. The day after, I got a pleasant message on my link from the previous night that said, first of all, the avatar of the person who sent it is from a Doctor Who episode called Robots of Death, and so was the name the same that character called Taryn Capel. It's very obscure. Here's the lovely message that the person wrote. The person wrote something you should read and comprehend, you ignorant, stupid, fat fuck. If they must, hey, they leave me fat fuck. They must know me. Anyway, so, and it led to
Jane, you ignorant slut.
It led to some other idiot with it was a post of a picture.
This is Facebook.
This is
so
Facebook,
not Twitter.
My group, and it led to another Facebook post of somebody I don't know that's giving let's see, this basic screed was let's see if I can find it. I'll give you a basic rundown of what this mental midget was talking about. I should not insult midgets that way. Sorry.
Mentally small intellect.
Intellectual toddler was talking. Let's see. Let me find it. Wah, 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 wah. Vamping music. All right. Okay. Where are we? Sorry. Gotta find it. So I'll find what this idiot was this person that said I should read and comprehend. This obviously some brilliant thing written by
I'm trying to find it now on the Facebook.
I'll find it. I gotta go. I'm on my group now. Here it is. Okay. So I left this comment up because I wanted to reference it. It's a picture post. Some guy, and I'm not gonna say his name. Some dickhead from where I don't know. Wrote, there is a very interesting conversation happening in the. I can't do it like Gary does it perfect. Oh my God, there's a but it's interesting conversation happening in the fandoms of Sandman, She-Hulk, House of Dragons. By the way, who's bitching about House of Dragons? Nobody.
Everyone loves House of Dragons.
Right. And now the Rings of Power, and it is one we should take note of and dismantle. There is a segment of these fandoms that object to on-screen, off-screen, BIPOC representation and empowerment of women. The racist, misogynistic undertones are hidden under the okay, so that's what you all get the gist. You all know what I'm talking about. Usual shitheads, right?
It was posted on your YouTube.
That's the
as
link.
A comment on your YouTube.
Yeah. Now the commenters sent that link to that crap for me.
To YouTube. Yeah, Monday Night Comics Talk. Yeah.
Right on the Monday Night Comics
on the video.
Link,
yeah.
A day. So apparently that sack of crap was listening and maybe listening now. He's a former member of the group because I ousted him, of course, after I responded to him. So if you're listening now, you really just need to get a life. I know because we might have talked about She-Hulk. I guess we did. I really don't even remember. Yes, it's a shitty show. I think it sucks. And these people that this idiot's talking about, I agree with them a lot of their stuff. But even if I didn't agree with them, why don't you guys just get a clue, get a life? I mean, so they don't like the show you like. Big deal. Are you such babies? So if you happen to be Taryn Capel, yeah, and by the way, you shouldn't sully a great Doctor Who episode by using names of characters from it, you moron. Sack of crap. But if you're listening now, because you could be lurking, I don't know. The person must have been lurking the other night, I get, because it's not like there was I had the show titled Tonight We Talk About She-Hulk.
So what was the Facebook post linking to? Because obviously you took down that.
No, I didn't take it down. It's on there. I linked it to it. The one I just read to you what it was. I read you the basic what it said.
I'm looking for the comment, but I don't see the comment anymore.
Mm-mm.
Oh, two comments.
It's there.
Oh, it's gone.
I
It's
left it
gone
up.
now. Oh, I don't see it. Let's
I
see.
found it. Maybe it's because I'm an administrator.
423. Yep. No, there's no comments not showing up.
Well, I'll send you a link to where it goes then.
Yeah. Or I could be old and senile, but
I'll send you the link in the private chat.
thank you.
And if that Facebook post is still up, I don't know if you can see it or not, but
Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Facebook post. Yeah.
are you looking at the Facebook post?
Yeah, but you can't click on anything. It just said you should read and comprehend.
Okay, well now I've sent you the post that he sent, the link that he sent.
The
me.
link that he sent you. Okay.
If you can get it, I don't know, but I just read you the basic what it was. I just stopped because there's no point in going on. So if that person's listening, look, thank you for listening. We probably, if I remember now, again, I don't remember other than just us saying we don't like the show. But I would tell you this much. First of all, I haven't watched Sam and Mark has. But he didn't. None of us talked about it the other night. We don't really talk about it on this show that much.
Yeah.
Raquel went on about it a little bit one night.
I made her watch it.
Right. You forced her at gunpoint. So let's see here. We haven't really talked about Rings of Power because I haven't watched it and I don't care. We haven't talked about, we talked a little bit about She-Hulk here and there in passing. We don't like it, so I know we're bigots, right? Yeah, again.
I think actually I showed my She-Hulk action figure on the show.
Okay.
I showed a bunch of female action figures that I had. I think if it was that show.
May have been Monday night. Okay.
Showing all my.
See, I forgot.
So many female action figures, all my statues.
Was that Monday night? Or was it on your show before that?
I think it was on Monday night on your show.
Could be. I can't even remember. I'm not going to go back to check. I'll simply say that I don't know. I'm sure we mentioned it at some point for this Nimrod to care, to send me that my stupid fat fuck ass should go comprehend it. I comprehend that the person who wrote that idiotic screed that you sent is a moron like you, who doesn't understand anything they read because you're a baby. You're a child with no intellectual capacity for nuance or context or understanding of very basic rationale. You are absolutely, I fear if you operate the heavy machinery of an automobile, I doubt I don't even see how you're capable of pressing the buttons or forming human words. You're that stupid. And you need to be, I just hope I don't know. I hope you're like just in your mommy's basement somewhere, your parents' basement where you belong because you're a child. And, look, I feel sorry for you. But hey, if it makes you happy to get triggered and pissed off at us, fine. But the thing is, unlike a lot of those channels that this moron's talking about, I don't advertise. You'll never see like tonight we're reviewing She-Hulk this time or Rings of Power. By the way, many people that I like very much do that already. And they do it fine. They do it well. And I don't begrudge them doing it. It's just not my bag. I'll talk about She-Hulk here and there because I've been watching it, which shows how dumb I am. You're right. I am a stupid, ignorant fuck for watching that crap. But I do watch it and I make fun of it and I trash it a little bit. But other than that, I don't base my channel on it or anything like that. And, kudos to those who do, because this is a culture war that needs to be fought. And I'm glad they're doing it. And She-Hulk is intersectional garbage and it's a terrible show. And it's not, unlike some have said, it's not even accurate. People think it's accurate to the Burn Run just because it has fourth wall breaking, but it's not accurate to that at all. And I don't even really care much for the Burn Run. Chris Berger says, Clobby, they probably lifted that from a different friend of theirs from a post somebody else. Yeah. You know how they do the copy and paste. Yeah, they're the copy and paste warriors. They're idiots. Yeah, so again,
I was actually on camera. Maybe they were calling me fat.
Well, because I've never been on camera. I'm saying it could be like one of those guys that has,
just copy and paste. Yeah,
I don't know.
I do admit I need to lose. I am kind of dimensionally challenged these days, so I do admit that. But yeah, come up with a better. Got to come up with a better insult than that, though. If you've got time to write it.
Yeah, leave the fat part off and just say stupid, ignorant fuck, because that I'll cop to. That, of course, we all know I'm really skinny and in good, perfect shape. We all know I have the physique of a god, and that's why I don't show it. I don't want to make everybody jealous because I look. Put it this way, I look so good. Chris Hemsworth gets envious of me. So I can't. I don't show it because I don't want to drive the ladies wild, and I don't want to make everybody envious. So that's why I don't go on. It's like adapting the Dan Slott run. Well, you know what? I think that might have been Dan Slott that wrote that thing actually on my I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
well, God, I can't believe Dan Slott unfollowed, blocked me. And after I said that
He
I
didn't
liked the
block you. His
Superior
Blockbot
Spider-Man,
blocked you.
I know, yeah. But no, but it's in the don't want to get into politics as much as we can, but it just gets into becomes part of the fray. So people are loving, for the most part, I haven't heard anyone really knocking the new Lord,
Dragon.
House of the Dragon,
House. Yeah, everyone's.
and
I
I've
mean,
been
I think
enjoying it. And you
people are
got
liking it. Gary liked it, and
and you've got
people
strong
who are
female
right.
characters. I mean, you had
No,
maybe a
people are
couple.
liking it.
Yeah, you had a couple of maybe lines. I thought maybe that was a little feminist stuff, but it's okay. It wasn't totally out of place. It was kind of organic to the story. I thought it fit in with the story, and the characters really weren't lecturing you. She-Hulk, the first episode, I know you didn't like it. Didn't bother me as much. I kind of thought there were some good points to it, but it had its flaws. But the character is very, very annoying and very unlikable. I mean, that's
Yeah,
She-Hulk
it's
should make you
terrible.
laugh. And when I saw the Wrecking Crew,
It's
that was a
garbage. The
real
Wrecking Crew's a
that
joke.
was an abomination. Pardon the
Yeah,
pun.
pardon the abomination. What they did to the abomination was
It was
abominable, and then
yeah.
the Wrecking Crew was an abomination. They're all over the place with the abominations.
Yeah. So it's but of course
Sucks.
Paulie was getting into a little bit tonight on Twitter with the people on. They're posting this. I guess they're selling a shirt now. The Lord of
She-Hulk
the
episode
Rings,
3
like
was dog shit. It was. Sir, go
it
ahead.
was bad. Yeah, it was. You're all welcome here, Elvish, and it's in Elvish, and it's
Wagnar's
got all
nailed it. That's true. We both have the body of a god. Volstagg. Yes.
yeah, and they killed Volstagg in the
I love it.
movies. The bastards, God, you killed my favorite fat bastard, and so
Highlander 2 is it's Highlander 2 fan. No, you're not a Highlander 2 fan. I keep telling you.
you've
Until
never
you see
seen the original theatrical cut.
Yeah, watch after you watch the theatrical cut, and if you do like it, after we take you to the insane asylum, we will then proclaim you a Highlander 2 fan, J-Man. In the straight jacket, of course.
Yeah,
Just kidding. J-Man knows we love him.
yeah,
Uh,
So they're selling the shirt, and all a lot of the cast, the hobbits, were all posting on their Twitter feed today. You're all welcome here in Elvish, kind of like insinuating. I guess a lot of the fans are acting, have these horrible statements towards people of color that are in the cast. And I mean, if that happens, I condemn it. That's horrible. I mean, never should happen. Never should attack an actor. Of course, I'd like to see. It would be good to see, not good, but show some of the examples and call these people out.
Show an example.
So that's like the Kelly Marie Tran. I mean, getting kicked off of social media. I mean, there's a lot of controversy
No proof
over
on that either.
On that, and people knocking the way she. I mean, she's one of the most gorgeous women.
Well,
if you
she's
see
a beautiful
her,
girl. Yeah.
If you see her, and not, and I think that was what they did to her. That it wasn't the actress; it was the.
They put her in a potato sack and made her look terrible.
And the character was a ridiculous character. Nothing. And look what they did to Finn. Like I thought he should have been a Jedi Knight.
But they ruined it.
But then if you attack the writing, then then they're saying
people
don't care. I guess. Yeah.
Don't understand this. Stop trying to use rationale. That's where we were spinning our wheels right there, because everything you say makes too much sense. The person, for example, if that person were listening right now, they would not have heard any of the very logical, very true things you just said. They're not capable of it. All they know is someone told them that if someone put them out the marching orders to say, anyone criticizing this, whatever that particular show, whether it's modern horrible Disney Star Wars or MCU stuff or Rings of Girl Power, whatever it is, you're a bad person. You're a bigot. Your only motivation is bigotry, and you hate diversity and inclusion, not because you're judging it by quality. And by the way, they don't even have the ability to understand that whatever politics do come along into these discussions are started by the idiots who made the show in the first place, not us, not the people criticizing it, not the fans. The fans are always the fall guy, but it's the idiots who made this shit that started sometimes a year or two before these things come out with their political crap and trashing fans. So they bring the politics into it, not us. Then when you address it, you're the one making it political. That's bullshit. It's typical straw man horseshit that these people got to. Oh, thanks, J-Man.
Take care, J-Man.
Power is very mediocre at best. At worst, it's total destruction of Tolkien. That's what I hear. But have a good one, Jay, man. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, because like the Harfoots, I guess Tolkien had written, and Gary. I was watching Nerdrotic today, and I got to talk to some of my buds who are like Tolkien scholars, basically, about this. But and what Gary was saying, the Harfoots were a brown race, so if you're gonna make them, they've got some, black characters as the Harfoots. They should all be black then, right? Or all be one. It's doesn't bother me, but just make them all. If you're going to go there, and change and go be authentic to the text, make them
Right.
all a darker skin race. Like same thing with like the
Yeah.
Fan Four Stick movie. There was a cop out. They had Johnny as Michael Jordan as a
Yeah.
black
You gotta
character.
stop.
Why didn't they make Sue black too as well? Right? I mean,
Yeah, I don't want to go there. Oh,
I
I want to stop. This is my fault for bringing it up. I want to put the brakes on that kind of stuff.
all right.
But I mean, if you want to talk about that stuff, I hear you. But
No, but I'm just. That's why I think if
No.
if you get then you get in you get into it, then if you discuss what you think the original text was, or like say how Vulcans acted, right? If we're gonna get into Star Trek or into for me, I just want a good story, right? I collected. I love reading Spider Girl, right? I've said it many times in the show how much I love that comic. It's one of the I think it was the first comic with a female-led character that made it to issue 100. So I could care less that She-Hulk was a woman. I just want a good show, right? I don't care. All the other stuff doesn't but then they insinuate that you don't like women because you don't like the show, and then I'm looking around my room with all these female action figures and characters on comics I collected, and I'm wondering, I'm I'm a part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club, or what, or it's just the show not good, that's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
No, I hear you there. It's just that on She-Hulk in particular, because I guess that's the only thing we talked about. We didn't talk about Lord of the Power of the Rings or Girl Power Rings of Girl Power the other night, did we?
I don't, my crappy memory. I don't think so, but
I think it was just She-Hulk that this idiotic.
probably She-Hulk. Yeah.
So was it Hunger Boy's right? Blogging is not writing. The scenes I've seen from She-Hulk, and I've seen the whole show, buddy. And is blogging? Let me tell you, the whole show is a blog. It's not a TV show. It's a blog.
Yeah.
It's a blog. Every bit of it. So, and but one of the things I wanted to do with She-Hulk, and again, like I said, I'm just trepidatious about getting too far off into the political stuff.
No, yeah,
But
no,
it's a shame we have to go there at all. And I hear you.
No, we should just be talking about whether the show's good or bad.
What
we like or don't like about it. Yeah.
The problem is it's their fault that we have to talk about political shit. We never would have to. They wouldn't start it, and they make it impossible not to.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say in the beginning. It's like we don't want to talk about that stuff. Then you get dragged into it. Unfortunately, when when you're trying not,
right.
You just want to talk about. Oh, I think it was ridiculous that Kevin Masterson had to sacrifice his life, to save everyone. Why did they kill him off in Thunderstrike? That kind of that kind of stuff.
Right. Well, She-Hulk. The last words I would want to say on that would be that they changed because I've heard some people say stuff about. After the show, I'll tell you some more about some of the things where I'm coming from later. But I've seen some people saying some stuff that someone, I forgot who it was now, but said that people are complaining that it's not. One of the complaints is it's not faithful to the Byrne run. Well, Byrne didn't create the character. He wasn't the first one to do it. She's not always been a joke or a comedy character. Byrne did do that, but she started out. Her origin was pretty interesting. And they ruined it by changing her origin into garbage. Her origin in this show was absolute shit. Whereas I got to admit, even though we all know Stan was doing the same thing he did with Spider-Woman, he wanted to guard a copyright thing, so he created a female version of a character that they were worried that because he was big. The Hulk was big at the time. He was on TV.
Yeah, it's huge.
And
huge.
Huge indeed. So that's why, as with Spider-Woman, they create a She-Hulk character. Fine. I remember end of 1979. I was a kid. I was maybe I guess I was 15 years old, whatever. I bought it. Even though I didn't buy girl comics that much, quote unquote girl comics that much, I was a stupid kid, stupid ignorant, not a fat fuck, but a stupid ignorant fuck for sure. And like I am now. But I bought it. It, at the time I thought, wow, Stan Lee wrote it. Well, because he credited himself as writing it.
Yeah.
John Buscema did the art with ink by the great, artist, great inker Chick Stone. So, I bought it and it was good art and it was an interesting story. I bought it also because it had Bruce Banner in there. And, it's his cousin. She's killed by these thugs. She's almost killed by these thugs. It's these criminals that she's angered, these mobsters or whatever. And he has to give her a transfusion to save her. And then later, when she's in the hospital, they go to kind of kill her there, and she turns into She-Hulk and kicks her ass. And, thus her story begins. I don't know about you or anyone else here. I didn't buy it much past the first issue because I just really, again, I thought that was okay. I liked that issue enough. I don't know if I bought 2 or 3. I may have. But the art went downhill. And I just didn't care anymore. I just was into other things. And again, I was just a stupid, ignorant kid who just wanted to buy boy comics. I'm kidding. I bought girls in them all the time, teams. But I just didn't like the comic that much. It lasted 6.6 something issues. And even though I didn't like the book, it was not a comedy. It was a superhero comic. Standard superhero comic about a woman. And it was fine. And then a lot of people don't realize this. So at some point when Byrne was still doing FF, he took over Avengers for a very short time and he put her in Avengers after her book was canceled. And then, as you know, they put her in FF and replaced the Thing with her, and that was a big. I said no, thank you. That
was after Secret Wars, and Ben was off in the Beyonder world and
exactly, and
finding himself. Yeah,
and I was out of there. I was like, didn't like her, and I started disliking her even more when they put her in there. And she thought she was annoying, but even then, when Byrne started the sensational She-Hulk, that's when the book became the fourth wall breaking comedy series. In my opinion, Byrne was ripping off Ambush Bug. In my opinion, this was Byrne doing something really inspired by quote unquote, because Byrne was a sponge. He was never that original.
Yeah.
He was, again, he was a good writer on stuff for a while, then he would get bored and he could write good Star Trek comics many years later, of course. But some of the superhero stuff, up and down, just for me personally. And his art was great until he started inking himself too much. But anyway, I love his art, but he has a lot of problems. He takes She-Hulk and he makes it a fourth wall breaking comedy that did really outrageous stuff. And it was very, very, again, like I said, it was very, very Ambush Bug, which is fine. It just wasn't my bag. I didn't buy it, but many of my friends, especially some younger than me, my philosophy was, look, if I want to see hot green chicks, I'll watch Star Trek. I mean, I just didn't care about her comic. I thought she was unfunny. I didn't get, but look, I understand. At that time, it was the late 80s, and a lot of people loved her book. Oh, man, the Byrne Shield's great, and that's all fine and good. I'm just a weirdo.
Yeah, certain people love certain things, and other people...
And that's
like you're not really a fantasy Lord of the Rings fan, right? So
not particularly, but then again, I'm nothing against it. I like the movies.
Yeah.
So there are people saying now that it's just like the Byrne one. Get over it, man. It's not really. But here, I'm going to defend the Byrne one a bit. I went back and read a little bit here and there recently, and it's fun. It's a fun comic. It's nothing. I like it. I understand why people liked it, but this, other than breaking the fourth wall, which she does once in a while in this comic, it has nothing. And she happens to be an attorney. Other than that, I challenge you with those first 3 episodes to find much that's like the Byrne comic. What? Not much.
Yeah.
Because the Byrne comic, she was doing all kind of crazy stuff, like breaking into other panels, breaking into ads. I know they can't do that shit in a TV show, but it was more outrageous, and she wasn't whining and annoying either. She was funny. I mean, she's annoying in a sense, but she wasn't whining, boo-hoo, woe is me about my life. She loved being She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And there, Wagner says this She-Hulk series is more like the Slot series. I haven't read the Slot series, but I can believe that.
Well, that's what turned me off, Wagner. Is a great point. It's just she's not happy. I mean, God, you get turned into a superhero and you can control the change too. I mean, you're not stuck as the Hulk or have this uncontrollable change. You're not like Ben Grimm or used to be Abomination, couldn't change. you can turn into this pretty darn good looking, 6'7" tall. All right, you got a shade of green going there, but you're bulletproof. Who knows if you're immortal? You got this great job as a lawyer. I'm sure getting paid a ton of money because you're in this high-priced law firm, and well, quote unquote, she's not a superhero, but you're super powered, and you've got celebrity. You can pretty much drink as much as you want and not get drunk. I mean, there's a lot of pluses on the side going here. Granted, maybe go through a lot of shoes and clothes if you're not wearing spandex, but she should she should stop the whining and be the happy go lucky, She-Hulk character. It's that was the real turn off to me. And,
Yeah, and like Phantom Outsider says, she's stepping from her apartment in one panel to her office in the next because it's faster than being. I know that the TV show's not going to do that kind of stuff, and I'm not expecting it to do that kind of stuff. But the show's just not funny. That's subjective. I keep seeing people all over, like in Facebook groups or even some Facebook friends here and there that they are loving the show. Maybe they think they have to. I don't know. They're friends. They can like whatever they want to like. If you think this show's funny, just because I don't understand why you would think it's funny, fine. If you think it's funny, if you like it, but some of these same people, I see every time I see a thread, someone posts something in some group and I've seen this in a couple of groups where I'm kind of friendly with on Facebook, that someone says that they don't like it. 10 mother son of us come in there and say, "Oh, boo hoo! Oh, you're another basically you're a toxic male. You hate it because you're a bigot. All this kind of shit." Maybe they just don't think the show's funny. Now, true, and then they whine about they're the ones whining about Paul. How they're the ones that claim that you're the bigot. Well, who's bringing up the politics? You are. Will you say that stupid shit? And again, it's awesome. It's wonderful. It's so fun. I love it. It's really whatever. I mean, it's a matter of taste. If you have that kind of taste, you think that show's funny. As you're often say, I quote you now. God bless you. I don't get you because I don't think it's funny at all. Because she's insufferable. At least she was a fun-loving, likable. I mean, yeah, she was kind of crazy, but she was kind of likable and fun-loving in the Burn ones. She's not likable in this. She's a dumb, whiny biatch. She's not funny. She doesn't even try to be funny. She's just again, and she, the actress doesn't help by saying really crappy things, and I almost said unty things. I didn't say it.
It's running in out.
Yeah, I almost said it. But yeah, look, if you're going to whine about people not liking the show because they're a bigot, and you're going to say, you're going to say, oh, that they bitch because they call it woke and all this stuff. Hey, who started the politics here with this show? They did. The actress is an activist. She started that crap. Dana Schwartz almost 2 years ago before the show even when it was first announced. Other people who work on this show have constantly come out and started attacking fans with their political bullshit. So, and then of course, like all of these people do, they turn it around on fans. If you like this show and you're not political, you just think it's good, fine. But don't go after us who and I'm not even one fighting the culture war on this show that much. I mean, not my show that much. I don't advertise it, but I do talk about it a little bit, and I'm just aggravated that there are people running around calling you a bad person if you just don't like a TV show. And then when it gets into the political stuff,
just a TV show.
It should be just a TV show.
Yeah.
However, but when you do get they started the political crap, but they want to project it on you for starting it. Okay.
Well, then the third episode, I was showing the screen captures on, I think it was the Clubhouse, where they're attacking, quote unquote, the fans that are, mad that the She-Hulk, why did they take away the Hulk's manhood and give it to a woman? It's like, where is this coming from? Most people love the character She-Hulk and would die to have a great She-Hulk show. And maybe it'll turn around in the next few episodes. I don't think so, the way that this has been going. And I kind of like the first couple episodes a little bit better, I know, than you did. But the third one I thought was a real clunker. That pivotal. It's like a lot of these shows, like Mandalorian.
The first most, but I hear you.
Like the Mandalorian was kind of okay. Obi-Wan, you're like, maybe it's okay. The first two episodes, and then the third one, it seems like that's the pivot point where it goes either up or down, and it. Then you see what direction the series is headed, and that was just they were trying to be funny. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna forget the first two episodes. Just make me laugh. I could use some good comedy. Let's just make me laugh. Maybe something will be funny, And then when the wrecking crew showed up, I guess I laughed, but more of an
Oh,
angry laugh, like, "What are you
so
morons
bad.
doing?" With the wrecking crew. This
Just
is
don't
not.
call
It's
them the
not
wrecking
funny.
crew.
It's not funny.
Just don't call them the village people. Don't call them the wrecking crew. It's just ridiculous. And Hungry Boy says, and Burns Shulk, meaning Shulk, is Shulky, looked at unfair stuff and outweighed it by being funnier in an upbeat way than those circumstances. That's a good point. And he says, before your blood pressure goes too far, Clobby, uh, these goobers after you are not applauding the She-Hulk show. They're applauding the tweets about the show. Yeah, well, yeah, they don't watch it. I mean, I doubt they watch it. They just look at the tweets, and these people are mindless, soulless automatons. And if you look, if you genuinely like this show, I may not understand you, but that's perfectly fine. But if you're going after people and trying, calling them bad people because they're criticizing it, and they're forced to defend themselves by these people who made the show, and we're not. See, here's the thing about that, and I always have to say this: I didn't make the show. All these guys, these YouTubers that you don't like and complain, we didn't make the show. It's the people who made the show and made it political, and they're the ones that are going to get criticized. When you make anything political, then you can't expect there not to be a critical backlash. Okay, when you
Yeah.
do that, and that's what they've made this show ultra activist and political, which it is. And if you watch the show and you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. But they've done that, and then you're going to get pushback. And of course, the people who do the pushback are, of course, a bunch of bigots and monsters and horrible, rotten. And it's just so tiresome and it's so moronic. It's just, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Though?
It's just a shame that has to go there, and we can't just the old days, like I said, you just argue about Yankees are better, Mets are better, that kind of stuff, and it was just all on the
Right.
merits, and that kind of stuff didn't enter into the equation. It was just not even part of the scope. It would just does not compute. Does not,
I want to argue on artistic merits or lack of same in all, and never
Yeah.
have to worry about anything quote unquote political. Just, is it good or not? I liked it. You didn't. You liked it. I didn't. Here's why I liked it. Here's why I didn't. That's what I long for. That's the way. That's far more interesting and to me, and it's less. It's less. I hate to use the word toxic like they used to work, but it
Yeah.
is. It's less volatile, and people just, remember when we could have. Did you ever have like heated discussions about something being, whether you thought it sucked, someone thought it's good, and it then nothing to do
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
sociopolitics. That's where
Watchmen movie.
yes, which you
or
ruined
yeah,
for me.
you
Oh, the other way around. Sorry.
other way around, or like with J-Man with we're having fun with Highlander, but we can joke about
Right,
we can
Highlander.
joke about
Nothing political there.
we could joke, and I like a lot of Shang-Chi. The things that I liked about it, although I freely admit it's not the Shang-Chi from the comics, and
Right.
Black Widow I didn't think was, I know it's not Taskmaster, but there were some things I liked. I love that dinner scene with the chemistry there between the what's the Crimson Dynamo? Is it Crimson Dynamo? Although he's not
Red
Red
Guardian.
Red Guardian. Thank you. And
Yeah.
although it's not really, it's a amalgam
Sure.
of characters, but there's some things are fun. And I get out, I eat my popcorn. It's not like it's a serious movie or an affront to humanity. I had a good time, and that was of course getting out was after COVID. So you finally get out to a movie theater. I'm like, yeah, some parts in it, like Taskmaster was ridiculous, but Florence Pugh was pretty good as the White Widow, and yeah, it was it's a B minus C plus B movie, and then you got Scarlett Johansson in it, so. But I was hearing some reviews that people, of course, obviously a lot of people don't like that movie, but yeah, but we're just attacking it on, not attacking, I should say is the wrong word, but discussing it on the merits of what was flawed in the story, what was bad about it. P hard, especially, right?
But they put politics and all that shit, so
Yeah.
you can't not mention it because it does affect it. When agenda takes the place of story, it gets you cannot review it without knowing that, though.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Hungry Boy says, easy way to prove Clubby's point. In your head, change all the female characters making unfunny jokes to men. Are the jokes suddenly funny? That's true.
Great point.
No, they're not. Good point.
Great point. Yeah, yeah. And JT Kirk was saying a few minutes ago too. It's front load the season with the best episodes because the viewers only have, right after the first 2 or 3. Yeah, it's a good point too. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's the thing, it's just not funny. Nothing they do in She-Hulk is funny to me. I can't think of one time I'm. No, okay, look, I'm going to be. Oh, I found something. All right, here's me. I'm going to say something that I almost thought was okay in She-Hulk. And that means episode 3, which was a total piece of garbage. Well, not total. All right, first of all, it was a cute idea, the part about her. He was the stereotypical male that all those women hate. So I hate that guy, little skinny dude that was so nuts and egotistical. He, the one who was in the case against the shapeshifter.
Yeah,
that guy. He's a shit character, and he's used just to mail bash. But the idea itself, the concept of that, that girl pulling that stuff on him for a comedy lawyer show was kind of funny. They just didn't do it well. Also, the guy defending him, I like that guy. He's the only character on the show I've liked so far because he's
the lawyer. The head lawyer. Making fun.
He has a name that's kind of a pug. They call him Puglios or something. It was kind of it's a take on it's a parody of the name Vincent, the famous lawyer Vincent Bugliosi, but they gave him a different name similar to it.
Yeah, but they're making it. Yeah, the guy at the scene,
is,
he's saying, that he thinks he's an 11 or something.
Yeah, that guy's like total. He's totally pragmatic, and he's like a Vulcan. I kind of like that character because again, I don't know if they're gonna because he doesn't act like he just doesn't give a shit. He's total pragmatic, and he's actually droll and funny. He's the only character I kind of liked in the episode. And he was on. I don't think he was in the other
that
two.
was that. All right, yeah, you're right. Yeah, see that one scene. That was probably the best 30 seconds in the show when they have the guy up on the stand.
The guy's named Pug.
Yeah, and he's like, "You're the witness," and he's like,
"When he made her the witness." Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "But this is your lawyer. Answer the question."
This is your lawyer. She's trying to help you, stupid. That guy, Pug, he's good. Now they're going to ruin him probably. They'll do something. He'll turn out to be horrible or whatever because he just acts like he doesn't give a flying crap about anything, and they haven't made him like a clown yet. He's just kind of different. So they'll find a way to make a punchline out of him, I'm sure, and make him evil, shitty male or whatever. But he was kind of an interesting character, if I want to say at least interesting. Yeah. Everybody else is not interesting, and she's so annoying. And again, you notice in episode 3, they skimped on they made sure that she didn't get She-Hulk out for like 2 seconds once or twice because they totally said, look, we used a lot of CGI in the first one. We used a little bit in the second one. So this episode, we're going to have we're going to have the Abomination for a split second. We can't be using so much budget now. So episode 3 is got to be her walking around as Jen Walters, which is what we all want to see, right? No.
But the other ridiculous thing was they said no powers in the prison. What's the Supermax? I'm forgetting the name of it. But what about a character who's like, what if the Hulk went there? Or what said no superpowers there?
Outside,
what about characters? But inside she had to change into Jennifer Walters, and they just did that just to save money on the CG. Yeah, because you couldn't.
By the way, in Burn She-Hulk, she never changed to Jennifer Walters. She got stuck that way, right?
And at one point, she also decided to just stay as Jen Walters. She was so insecure of being a human that she became just stayed as She-Hulk.
She-Hulk after all, yeah.
And so I can't remember if she got stuck, but I think she just
there was sometimes
chose to
she had
stay.
some kind of gamma accident that made her stuck for a while. I don't know if they changed it.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
I don't know if that was in Avengers or FF or was it later in the old comic, but I can't remember who. It may have been Byrne that did it because he didn't feel like messing with Jennifer. But she at some point she just because she decided to stay Jennifer. Why wouldn't she? Did you see that late 90s Incredible Hulk cartoon?
Yep.
Where she, after I don't know if it was considered the second season or whatever, the show became Hulk and She-Hulk. Because she took over the show, she shared the title with the show with him. And it was they became nothing but She-Hulk the whole time. I watched it recently. I'd never seen it back when it first came on. Or not much anyway.
That was the half-hour show. Did they? And then FF was the other half hour for a while.
No, it was.
Or was
FF
that
was
Iron Man?
Iron Man.
That was Iron Man, and then
so it wasn't the Marvel Super Action Hour, but it was similar by the same people. Came out a little bit later. In fact, the Thing was on an episode. She-Hulk was on that one, and it was same.
Was
thing,
the Hulk paired with Silver Surfer? What the heck was it? Hulk
no, it wasn't paired with anything. It was a Fox show, I think.
Okay.
And I liked it. It was kind of I love the opening credits. It looks so it like encompasses the old feel of the old Hulk stuff, and it's a fun show. I mean, at least his clothes don't grow back when he comes Hulk. And Lou
Yeah,
Ferrigno doing the voice,
yeah.
and it you know he had Ghost Rider on an episode. They had Doctor Strange on an episode. Um, but it kind of became all about She Hulk on that show,
Yeah.
and I thought she was a little annoying on that show to be honest. That shit was okay, you know. It was again. Hulk's cool. It had some good stuff in it, and had some dopey stuff like all those Saturday morning shows at the time. But it was all right. Wasn't none of those shows were as intelligent as the Silver Surfer show. But the FF show is my favorite one of all those. But I'm binging X-Men right now. The
But
cartoon.
not yeah. You never I don't think I've ever watched that in order. I used to watch it all
I
the
saw
time.
it once in a
you
while,
know.
just like I just binged Spider-Man. Thing is, I was working at all with a job. On Saturday mornings, I was always working, doing something. I forgot what it was. So, and my kids would watch it, and I would see it. And I saw it bits and pieces, but I never really sat and watched them all in order. I think when I would see one, they were doing something that annoyed me. But one problem I have with the show now is the lineup. But it did make me go back and reread this last night. That says X-Men 1. I don't like the lineup.
You open that out of the box.
You open it on a computer
You're not
screen.
supposed to touch that. Just kidding.
You know me. I don't like I have that. You probably
Did you buy
have it.
that? Did you? No, I should have. And I should have. I always kick myself instead of buying all the old, the new stuff back in there. Of course, that one was always expensive, but I remember seeing that in the shops for like $50, $100, then 150. Then you joke, but like you spend all that money, and then you should have bought that. But yeah, that's just a great, kind of amazing issue. Yeah, what a comeback that is. Yeah. Well, that's
The
a
80s,
great reboot. Well, I don't. Would you call it a reboot or continuation? I mean, it's some of the same characters.
Yeah, the book was a reprint until this came back out, and they started with the new group. Yeah, I guess you could say it was a revamp. It was actually, though, it kept up the same numbering of but a big chunk of them were reprints up until '94. You got this one, then it moved into X-Men '94.
I guess in some ways it's kind of like new Doctor Who, right? It's some of the same character, but just a new creative team, new direction.
Yeah, well, eventually, let's see. When this started out, wow, D-Bud got X-Men, Giant Size X-Men number one.
For $1.
It's $1 as a
$1.
back issue. I'd buy that for $1. So
awesome.
I think most of them left, but Gene and Scott. I know after this one, Iceman, and after a while, I think a lot of them leave, and then some of them come back here and there. But Oliver Belamonte, hey there. If She-Hulk wasn't enough in the comics, Marvel had to make Bruce Banner's Lady Love, Betty Ross. Betty Ross read She-Hulk just like her dad, General Ross, became Red Hulk.
Yeah, I didn't like that storyline.
I didn't like that either.
Yeah, remember Betty at one point.
Says, good to see you.
Yeah, that's the new stuff, and then as Chris Bergeron mentioned, Rick Jones became A-Bomb or a version of Abomination. I don't think he's still I think he's back now. I got to read my Captain Marvel number one. Janice Marvel, because Rick Jones is back, and Rick Jones is always a cool character. I don't know why they haven't had him in the movies yet. So let me pop open number one and see if he's.
Remember the 2008 Hulk movie? They had in the opening credits. There's this little bitty. If you look really close, they're showing on the computer screen known affiliations, and they had Rick Jones' name on there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I remember that.
We'll never see Rick Jones in a movie. I always like Rick Jones. He's better than Snapper Carr.
They should have. Rick Springfield could have played him if he was younger. Because he sings too, right? Is it a rock band?
Yeah. By the way, the X-Men animated series, I'm enjoying it. I'm in the Dark Phoenix saga. But one thing I'll say about the lineup by the time that show rolled around, I would already stop reading X-Men many years, and I can't stand the freaking line. Well, I don't. First of all, I don't like Scott's costume. Cyclops is my favorite X-Men. And I hate his costume on that show. But I don't like the lineup on the show that much because they got people in there that I was not. I mean, Jubilee and I can't stand Jubilee and Gambit.
Yeah, but you're from down there. You got to like Gambit.
And that's why I hate Gambit because He's such a stupid stereo. His voice, the way he talks, yeah, he says like a stereotype. Yeah, his Cajun accent is really crappy. Yeah, and the thing is, at least Wolverine looks like Wolverine, and it's cool. But the thing, he's Wolverine, so he's so limited in what he can
He
do. He
can't
can't.
slice anyone up.
Yeah, he can't slice anybody up. The claws are just for show.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric K, what's up, bro?
What's up, Eric? Oh, you're never late.
You're never late, brother Diddley. Well, always good to see you. So here's what I don't like. I mean, I'm enjoying the show. Well, it has its faults, but it's a Saturday morning show. They're just like the Spider-Man show, which I'm gonna talk about soon because I just got through binging that. Coincidentally, a buddy of mine mentioned to me yesterday in a text. You know what I'm watching now? You'll laugh at me. You'll think I'm crazy. And it was the X-Men show, and he's right at the same spot as me. I'm like, wow, so am I, dude. Weird. No, but anyway, here's it's the lineup I have some issues with. Because like I said, this is me being a geek fan ass, old fool. Being an super ignorant, fat fuck too. Don't forget that. And that's important. And by the way, I'm not even offended by that. I'm not offended by that. I actually agree with it. So, I mean, good on you. But even if now I thought you made me think. If he was talking to you, now I'm offended. But if he was just talking to me, I'm fine. You don't say that about my friends. You can say it about me, but you don't say it about my friends.
Thank you. Yep. Even though I agree with it too. Yeah, I call myself
don't agree with
that all the
don't
time.
Be like me.
Yeah.
So here's my problem. I don't like Cyclops' outfit.
That's the Jim Lee outfit. Yeah.
Shit, that's Sandra. Yeah. All right. Rogue. Okay. Fine. Rogue. I'm not gonna bash her. They had a Rogue episode where they had Miss Marvel on it. We told us origin.
Yeah, because that's how Rogue has her powers. People forget that she.
Right.
And didn't she have Carol Danvers was trapped inside her for a while too? Some of her mentality got taken into
some of her memory. Yeah, but
psyche. Memory.
So the episode was really cool. They had, even though it was Miss Marvel's second outfit, which I like. I kind of like the first one better, but it was pretty cool to see that. So obviously, I don't like Storm's outfit. I don't like that they call her Jean Grey and she's got some weird outfit. Let her just be. I know it was before Phoenix, but Marvel Girl or whatever. But she's just Jean Grey, generic. I don't like Gambit. I don't like Jubilee. She's not on this picture. It should have been Kitty Pryde. I like her better than that. And you had the occasional appearance of Colossus, but he wasn't. Why not? You should instead of Gambit,
needed more Colossus.
You should have Colossus. You should have Nightcrawler. And I love Beast, so at least but you wouldn't need Nightcrawler and Beast, and I do love Beast, so that's fine. I like him better.
How often is Nightcrawler on the show?
I don't remember him being on there, but was he on there? I think he might have been.
Well, I have the Nightcrawler action figure from that run, from.
Yeah, he was on.
I know they had an action figure of him. Maybe it was too scary for kids. I guess they thought.
I don't know. Well, the Beast isn't scary.
Yeah, but he's kind of a fun-looking ape-like, blue furry guy versus the guy with 3 toes and a tail and devil ears, right?
I guess.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I guess. So Nightcrawler was on there at some point. A lot of them were on there, and they screwed around with their origin. I hate what they did to Angel on there, because I can't stand the stupid Archangel bullshit. I hate the Archangel plot.
With who was that? With Mr. Sinister,
Mr. Sinister, whatever the hell, yeah.
Yeah, it was Apocalypse, yeah, and with Mr. Sinister too, and that some of those I think. But they powered him up too. Of course, he had those wings that could shoot, the razor feathers or whatever you want to call it.
Clobby, all the girls loved Gambit. Once I was in college, I could ask any girl who they liked the most. 9 out of 10 will say, yeah, they like Gambit, because he talked like that stupid Cajun accent and all that stuff. He's Justin Wilshire, man. Gambit, Gambit talked about himself in the third person, shall? Gambit be throwing this at you. Yeah, I don't know. I can't stand him. Keely Chow, roll tide there. Just me. I know everyone likes Gambit. Buddy of mine thinks Gambit's the greatest. I don't know.
I never liked him. I thought this weird character, weird powers.
Weird power.
And that I do have, I think I'm pretty sure I have the first appearance of Gambit. If you call up his first appearance, the outfit that he's wearing
is
is
expensive, I hear.
Well, that's good to hear. Don't tell the missus, but
Uh-oh.
yeah, if you call that picture up, I mean, he looks his underoos in that one are pretty funny. You know, Gambit's first appearance.
I
That's
did look that
crazy,
bad. I don't
crazy.
even remember.
Yeah, yeah. If you, yeah, you can search it after this. Yeah,
Okay, first appearance of Gambit. Is that what I should put?
yeah, yeah. First appearance of
I
Gambit,
can't remember
though.
the issue number. I know what I remember. I could see the comic in my
I
head,
think it's in the
but I can't
one.
really.
Is it
It was
in
in an
the
annual,
one?
but then, sort of in an annual, but it was in a regular issue later. That was the real actually one. I think maybe he was in the X-Men annual. Like, oh, I'm not sure exactly what. Let's see.
First
Uh,
appearance of
X
Gambit. Yeah.
Men Gambit. Gambit. First appearance. Oh, it must be listening
There
in
it
because
is.
it said first appearance. All right. Oh yeah, it looks like that's what else weird. Yeah, I remember this
266.
comic.
I was gonna say 266, but yeah. So look at what he's
But
wearing.
technically, I
And
think that he appeared in an issue before this, but this
oh,
is
he did.
considered
Yeah,
his first appearance. It's
yeah.
an
I
argument
got that.
people have about his first appearance. You got that one?
Yeah. Well, I don't care as long as this one's worth a lot.
There's a scene in Free Enterprise where they're in the scene in the comic shop when he first meets the girl, and he asks for a phone number, and Audie England, she was so cute. She takes a comic out of a bag off the wall or whatever, and writes her
Oh
phone
yeah,
number on the freaking cover. It's
yeah,
this
yeah.
comic.
Oh, that's right.
A
Yeah,
six,
yeah,
at the time,
yeah,
a $60 comic,
yeah.
and she wrote on it. I'm like, man, what in the hell? I know it's a movie, but Jesus Christ! And Golden Apple Comics obviously didn't care, but that's oh my goodness.
But of course, it's worth more as a movie prop, maybe, right? Or if I wonder if
Well, maybe
R&B still
now
has that. Yeah.
R&B probably has it.
Oh, because when the
So
movie came
I
out,
need to ask him.
when the movie came out, it was worth 60
But it was
bucks
1998. It was worth 60 bucks.
at
60
that
bucks.
time. Yeah, yeah. Well, let me see
Yeah.
what it's worth now.
That,
Yeah.
in the movie, they called it. He said, "I need 60 bucks for this comic." Clubby does not like Gambit because Clubby does not like Gambit because Clubby had to change the Cajun accent. Everyone was asking why I was talking like Gambit, yo. Hey, Shell, I talk about Gambit, the fool. Sorry, I know it sucks, but he sucks. And I was watching the Dark Phoenix Saga episode. I was laughing because Wolverine falls through the floor, and in the next episode, I was thinking, oh man, they're gonna do Wolverine alone. Well, they didn't, but they did. They showed for like a second, and they actually showed some of the stuff. They did some of it from the comic book, but obviously he wasn't cutting those guys to pieces, ribbons.
Yeah,
and
you
shit
can't.
like that.
Yeah. They tried to
But
do the
it's still
issue,
kinda
the
funny.
Hellfire Club, the 133.
They're doing that. Yeah, I'm in that now. And then we've got Dark Knight Phoenix Saga, which they truncated it a bit. And that's another
It's
thing.
better than the movie.
It's better than the stupid movie.
Yeah. So I guess Lenrod says the trench coat is what makes it work, and Matthew Pounders is best version of the comic or the costume.
Thanks for the support there, Cases. Okay, Clobber, your Gambit sucks. Well, Gambit sucks. So, Night of the Sentinels, Days of Future Past, Red Dawn, Phoenix Saga, Orphan's End, and Graduation Day were my favorite 90s X-Men animated series episodes. Cool, says Oliver Belamonte. Thank you. Like I said, I'm enjoyed sitting through it and watching it. I don't like some of the things they've done with some of the sagas, like the Savage Land saga, and some of the stuff. But there's certain things you can't. I just don't. Maybe it's the lineup again. Like I said, I can't stand Gambit. I'm fine with Rogue. I guess I just can't stand Jubilee. Like I said, that should be Kitty Pryde. I know they showed the Dazzler one. I just watched the one with Dazzler.
Yeah.
And man, look at not too long ago, my good buddy Retro Basketball, Michael French, and I did a show talking about Pride of the X-Men, that game and stuff, and we talked about Dazzler a little bit. I can't stand the way Dazzler looks on that show. They should have used their white outfit. Mm-hmm. No, I guess it's too sexy.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
I got through the X-Men cartoon at work years ago, back when we still had half-hour lunch break. And there you go. After this, I think I'll do a Wolverine and the X-Men again because I haven't watched that in a while. I did watch that before. Did you see that one?
I watched bits and pieces, but not as much as X-Men '97. Yeah,
Keely Chow says, I like both X-Men and Spider-Man, especially that 2-part crossover episode. Yeah, X-Men were on Spider-Man. Like I said before this, I binged all that Spider-Man cartoon. Boy, I can't wait to do a show on it soon, maybe with Nick or something, because I got a lot to say about it. I got some really stupid stuff on there. Yet I had a blast binging it.
nice.
A lot of fun.
So this episode issue is, according to my comic book collection program, which take it in a grain of salt, says it's $160 now.
Wow.
So it went up $100 since then. So it's still not a super valuable. It's still within reach if you're a Gambit fan, if you wanted to buy it. But that's a lot of clams, as they say too. But
I watched that one the other night. Oliver Belamonte, I like that one with Miss Marvel. That was pretty cool. Yeah, and that's fun to watch it. Yeah, it's cool.
The animation's good too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then I got to interrupt you because you can't see this. Eric K gifted 5 Clobberin Times memberships, and Rob
Eric K,
Altus was one of the lucky people to grab that in Gap After Dark.
Oh.
So thank you for that.
Cool.
Eric K. Yeah. So I guess you have to.
Thank you, Eric. Rob Altus is here. Hey, Rob.
If you click on the icon on the top with Eric K and the gift, if you click there, I think then you can say enable, allow gifts or enable gifts. So hopefully everyone will claim those. Yeah.
I got a comment on a last week's video, or Monday nights maybe, where our buddy Mr. Tickle Trunk said he gave a gift, gifted a bunch of memberships, and he got a refund from YouTube. So in other words, I guess nobody claimed him or whatever, and I don't really know there's nothing I could do about that, I guess. But I told him, I said, well, I appreciate him trying, and said, don't worry about it. I don't know what else I can. There's nothing they will let me do. But at least you got refunded. At least you didn't waste it, obviously. But
I guess
it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I guess once, if they don't get claimed, maybe they go back. Yeah, that's what our case is. If they're not claimed, they send them back. Yeah,
right.
But what if 5 people claim them? Would then
the claiming is pretty random, so no guarantee that it'll go through. Says Linrod. Okay. All right. That's weird. I don't think I've ever been in a chat when someone. I was in a chat one time when someone did one, but I think maybe, but I don't really know how it works. Okay, let's see. Eric says yes, I have given them here, and the ones not claimed got refunded. Well, at least you get refunded. That's the important thing. But I just thank you all for doing that. Thank you so much. Just appreciate it. We're gonna have a members stream pretty soon, and I'm gonna hang out. I guess if anyone wants to. I'm not sure anyone will want to, but we'll try. We'll see.
Everyone's gonna want to do that. Yeah.
But I'll just do like a.
What's not to like about hanging out with Clobby? Yep.
I wouldn't want to hang out with me, but I'll be there anyway. In fact, I'll let you guys hang out with each other, and I'll just kind of watch.
You kind of just watch, yep. You wouldn't pay to hang out with you?
Chat. Huh?
You wouldn't pay to hang out with yourself?
No, I'd pay to not hang out with myself. I'd pay to be somebody else at this point. Let's see, who would I pay to be?
What if you could turn big, tall, and green? Would you mind that?
Oh yeah, of course. I'd pay to be D. Bud Martin. That's who I'd pay to be. Or Eric K. Who wouldn't want to be one of those guys? Eric K. Watch you call a member. Well, thank you, Linrod. You were too kind, and we will do that soon. We'll have the our first members stream, and then we'll all Hulk out together. Now we'll clobber the Hulk. Boom, boom. That's clobbering time, or more importantly, it's
Clobberin
I'm glad you like that clip, though.
I love it. Yep. Thanks, man.
Because that's from a song, I guess. Yeah, but it's from I found the video, but it was not the video you were mentioning about Clobberin. Now I'm forgetting the name of the group, but I'll Google it again. But it's another group that wrote a song called "It's Clobbering Time." So let me see if I'll find it.
By the way, for those who have wondered, this is a montage of Kirby Hulks. It may not be Jack Kirby month technically here this month anymore, but it's always Jack Kirby month on Clobberin times.
So here's the music video. I'll put the link in. We can't play it obviously because we don't want to get sent to the negative zone. But here's the link if you want to watch. Anyone wants to watch it after the show. It's not a bad tune.
What's that? Oh,
It's Clobberin time where I got that
Oh,
2 second
cool.
clip from. Yeah, it's they wrote a song and they did a video with all the 66, 67.
yeah. Gotcha.
They superimposed that song over the video. Of,
JT Kirk asks the internal question that he got from Crimson Tide, no doubt. Who drew the best Silver Surfer, Jack Kirby or Mobius? Obviously, it's up in my top right hand corner. The King. I mean, I actually like the Mobius Silver Surfer, but
yeah,
Kirby drew the best one. Kirby's the
This-
definitive, but yeah, I mean, there've been some good Silver Surfer artists out there. In fact, I'll find a picture of them.
yeah. I mean, the Mobius, that's its own style. It's its own thing. It's its own entity. I think so. It's Kirby's the king, but Mobius had a great interpretation of the character there that most people I think like. Not some people didn't like it, but I thought it was a real cool version. Very how would you describe it? With the Mobius had not a lot of lines, very sleek and simplified, but there was some cool atmosphere about it. Yeah,
I'll show you who I think all the greatest. I'll show you who I think all the greatest surfer artists are. JT, and everybody can make up their own mind naturally. But in my opinion, sir, the definitive Silver Surfer artists are naturally the King Kirby. I love John Buscema's version. I'm going to even let Byrne and Tom Palmer have one because that was a pretty good like one shot. Mobius, of course. Marcia Rogers, who's mostly known from Batman, and I'm even going to put Ron Lim on there because he did that book for a while, did he not?
Yeah, he did a lot. I have a lot of surfer drawn by Lim. Wait, that series that not late '90s was a series, or was
late '80s, early '90s, or somewhere up in there. Yeah.
They went to like 150 issues or something like that in Silver Surfer, I think. That was a good run.
Wagner says he agrees with us. Thank you, appreciate that, Matthew Pounder, dude. The Allred's version was fantastic. Hungry, kidding, yeah. Hungry Boy. I actually bought some of those stupid Dan Slott, Mike Aldred Silver Surfers for a while. Don't ask me why, and they were. I know you bought them too, but yeah.
Crud, that issue number 1 of Surfer, the Buscema. Oh, I should have bought that when I had the chance for like $200. Now it's like 3,000. I've been trying to collect all the first run of the Silver Surfer for a while.
Matthew Pounder. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's been one of my things to go after. And now the prices have just gotten. I'll never be able to afford that issue number 1, I guess. And then issue number 3, I should have bought it when I had the chance. I can get a reader copy. I guess it's $1,600. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, first appearance of Mephisto. That's why for number 3.
That shouldn't matter. Who cares about Mephisto?
Well, that should go down now.
That was all that speculation about WandaVision, right?
Right. Yeah.
Again, see, I hate key collectors. Yeah, I mean the key collector app probably has it down already. I don't know.
Yeah. I was always trying to get all those issues because my grandfather got me a couple of the issues when I was a kid in the 70s.
Right.
And I was trying to get.
Do you have those Silver Surfer cards? Surfer cards.
I never bought that many cards actually. I have some of the Marvel cards, but
I love that. I don't have the whole set either, but I have a bunch of them. Let's see. They were pretty cool. Let's see if I can find some pictures of them. The ones that were like all shiny. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Those were pretty good. I have some of them. I kind of like to get all those one day. Let's see. Let's see here. There we go. You know what I'm talking about? You know which cards I mean?
Yeah, like baseball
They're like
trading
a-
cards. Yeah, I'd probably have some of those. Yeah, they look vaguely familiar. But I was never a huge card guy, other than the Star Wars blue, red, and yellow series.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of like that. I mean,
Those are
like I
nice.
said,
These
it's
look
pretty
nice
cool
though.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are cool.
Was that around the time of the TV show too, or?
Oh, like no. It was like early 90s, maybe 92. It says there, I think 92. So yeah, 92 ish or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, those are pretty cool. Like I said, I didn't collect cards a lot either, but I had a few. I like them. I had until recently, like about last couple times I went to Dragon Con and another couple cons, like 2014, 15, or 16. They came out with these sets. Like they had one Marvel Bronze Age trading card set. I bought that, and it came with a nice binder. So I bought the set and the binder to con. Then I went and got what did I get? The Silver Age Avengers one, the Silver Age Fantastic Four set, and I love them because you can get these binders with them. And I bought a couple of sets like
Yeah,
that.
it's nice to
binders with.
display them. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like those with the binders. I wish they do more of that kind of stuff. Again, Silver Age ones and Bronze Age ones and whatnot. I don't know if I have every one they've done. I think I have. I got the Marvel Bronze Age ones. I think I got. I don't know if did DC do one? I don't know. I have to check. But DC did a lot of cards. I'm just saying, and I have a bunch of theirs. But I like for them to do like Bronze Age set of DC and Silver Age and that kind of stuff. And with the binder, man, it's just pretty cool. I used to get those at cons when I would go find a dealer with them. So.
No, they're fun, and they're fun. They're fun to pull out and look at and read about them, and it's just the fun, fun memory. And everyone always talks. I mentioned the value of some of these things, but I want to get that whole run at Silver Surfer, and a lot of times it's just having the fun of those comics or old toys, or the memories that it that it brings back, or or here's I'll turn my camera on for a second. Here's old like a we're joking about buying stuff for kids. So here's Wolverine here. This was a Spider-Man and his amazing friends. It was a line of heroes, and I bought these for the kids, quote unquote, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so this is for the kid, but look how
that's
silly
the
this
story.
Yeah, look how silly this Wolverine is. But it's a fun toy, and it's the feet. It was a well-designed toy because the feet are so big that the character can't topple over. So my wife kept yelling at me, "Why are you buying? The kids have enough for these." Let's see where it's Ben.
Is that your Pop Funko Fantastic Four shirt?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Damn you,
Damn
Active
you.
Pounder. You had that? The Kirby. The Kirby graphic. No, I have that one. They did it. The Fire Signs Jack Kirby, Silver Surfer graphic novel of the late '70s. I have that, of course. I love that though. Even though I don't care if it is a kiddie thing, it's kind of cool. That's
Isn't that wild? Isn't that thing greatness?
That is greatness.
L probably has like 50 of these.
L has it all. I wish we could talk to L one day.
But yeah, look at these are fun, silly. I don't give a crap what these are worth, but just the kids playing with them and a lot of great memories. And then of course, I stole them back from them.
Das Wolfen. Hey, Das Wolfen.
Oh, and Arcade just gifted another Clobberin Times membership. So thank you again, Arcade. Yep.
How does that work? Because again, I'm so ignorant. Can you do it to specific people, or you just
no? I think people have to claim it. I don't know if it's random or if it's.
You can claim it if you want. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think you can claim it if you want. So here's.
I got you.
Here's another She-Hulk. Yeah, I showed this before. So here's my. This is how much I hate She-Hulk. I have a She-Hulk figure on my desk.
You hate women.
Yeah. Who else do I have? What other women do I have here? I've got from Arrow.
Woman hater.
Of the Flash.
Why do you have that?
She was a cutie patootie.
Yeah, but
with the Flash, right? Yeah. Originally he was the Flash was sculpting
man, that show sucks, dude. Why'd you buy those? I'm Jack. I'm just kidding. I'm critiquing him. I'm like judging him for buying toys. Toys are so man. You buy toys. I know.
I was buying all the Arrow characters when they came out. Yeah. So here's the Arrow Black Canary.
Canary.
Well, then she became White
Sort of.
Canary. Yeah. Do I have a sexy
Yeah, they
Storm figure?
Felicia D. Smoke. They could have had a hotter chick to play a Black Canary, personally.
Well, then they added Katie Cassidy. Became Black.
I mean,
Oh, I do. Yeah, here I got
just saying.
more female
Just
characters.
saying.
I should get, since I don't like women, I should get rid of all these.
Yeah. Just
female-
keep Herbie.
Yeah, just keep Herbie. Yeah. Where's Millie the model? So we got.
Well, we all love
That's
Billy
on my
Model.
wall. There we go.
Marvel Girl.
I've shown that before, but that's
I love
pretty,
that
that's-
outfit.
Is that awesome?
Yeah.
That's another character that I shouldn't like, I guess.
You should not like that.
I shouldn't like that. Oh, who else do I have on my desk? Let's
You
see.
hate women.
Alias. Jessica Jones.
Why do you know? Why in the hell do you have that? Show was terrible.
I like that show.
You like
And it's
Jessica
got
Jones?
David Tennant was amazing. Yeah, I
David
did like
Tennant
Jessica
was
Jones.
great. But
Yeah, I like
was
the show.
poo-pooer. I don't know why I can't stand her character.
Yeah, but I liked it. She was a good annoying character. At least she was consistently a
everyone.
pain in the ass.
Take a vote. I'm going to make a poll right now. Let me
You're
make
gonna
a poll.
Kick me off the show now.
Now, we're going to make a poll. The question poll is, folks, is Mark allowed to have his own opinions or should he only agree with Clobby? I don't know. I'm not going to do it because you know whatever all the smarty pants are going to say. They're going to say, no, he's not allowed to have his own opinion.
There's Spider Gwen. Yep.
No,
I'm in
Spider-Gwen.
trouble now.
I like Spider. Well, I like Gwen. I can't stand that
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen thing. That's pretty
But,
dopey.
What other female characters do I have around here that were with
And that's sexist too because their head's too big. What are they trying to say with that? Like make her look like a alien?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Those
Yeah.
two, their heads are too big.
Your head's too big. Yeah. Well, this is speaking of big heads. This is the D-Bud. He's gonna be mad when he sees this one. What in the hell is that? It's Clobberin Tom's gonna say.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, fan. I think I meant to say Marvel. First Marvel character to get to 100. Yeah, Wonder Woman, obviously. But first Marvel female superhero. And I also said I wasn't sure either because I have such a crappy memory. But I think that's the first Marvel character, solo female character. Because didn't She-Hulk the first? Where's Squirrel Girl? Oh, I do have the first appearance of Squirrel Girl. I think She-Hulk only lasted like 24 issues, the first series.
Yeah, 24 issues, I think it was. Yeah, Eric K for $2 says, "Will Mark D with whoever he is, Mark D, break out the Squirrel Girl? Will he? That's a good question.
Wait, here, let me get a sexy, fantastic Four Invisible. Yeah, break out the Squirrel Girl. Here, hold on.
Yeah. Do you really? Oh my God! Thanks a lot, Eric K. Now he's really going to have it. I bet he really has it. Holy shit! I'll check on that. Phantom Outsider. We'll check and see if he has the Millie the Model toy. Iron Toddler.
Oh, I just knocked over maybe a few other figures to get to this one, but the base didn't come with it. So this is kind of a sexy Sue. I've shown this
the one from
this
that one Walgreens one. No,
it's a statue.
That's a statue. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it.
So I got that soon. There's
Nice.
the peg. She didn't come out of the. Gotta be careful. I knocked over like,
No shit.
few
Where's the base?
few action figures. Well, the base is up. I got so many action figures in the way. I had to get Mego Spider-Man out of the way.
Hey, I love that one. I had that one.
And had to get Johnny Storm was in
Chris
the way.
Persia, thank you, buddy, for hanging out with us tonight, bro. Big, I got that.
You got that?
Good to see you, dude. Thank you so
Take care,
much.
Chris. Thank you for all that artwork. It's awesome. Yep. So yeah, so this is a pretty sexy Sue, right? I guess that's allowed, right? So when they cast Sue, I guess that was we'll see. Oh, I got to be careful. Do I have to dust her? No, I think I showed this one pretty recently. She's been dusted. But yeah, Hot Pants Johnny Storm. So that's a cool figure too. Yep. But that's but that's why we like it. You just have fun and you got certain characters you like and you enjoy, and as a collector, you see things and you're like, oh, gotta have that.
Wow.
So we put Iron Man back.
I am
Mighty Mugs.
Iron Man. The hell's wrong with this thing?
What you trying to get?
I was having some problems. No, I'm good. Let's see. Shit. All right. What's wrong with this stupid? All right. Let me try something. There we go. There we go. Before we get out of here tonight, I'll let everyone vote on that poll because I know it's interesting.
Oh, I get a vote.
You don't get a vote.
I
well,
will vote.
Damn it,
Yeah,
you do get a vote.
I do get a vote. Yeah. Well, now
I should have snuck it in. I wanted to sneak it in without you seeing it, but no.
Yeah, the when I was showing, but
that's
well, I got is that in relation to if my wife tells me to do something, or if in general?
Only on this show, I can't control anything there. We're making because I'm decided from now on, since I'm such a monster and an ignorant fat fuck, I'm going to just tell everybody what they have to think. I'm the dictator now. I am the puppet. Shall happen to my will. Actually, I just want to see what all the Weisenheimers would vote. Oh, dude. Let's see.
No.
Well, hey, some people are on your side.
Wow, that's
Votes,
pretty
man,
good.
look.
Yeah,
Not many.
I'm not going to become a pod person. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if I did like She-Hulk? You wouldn't mind, right? I could say if I liked it. Yeah.
That's what we're going to find out.
That's what we're going to find out now. I might have to just agree.
Just agree on everything. You're a yes man. It's
always more fun when people have different opinions and talk about stuff anyway. Like, I love
I have more fun when people just agree with me on everything. I'm kidding.
I do.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to end the poll now because it was just a stupid. I just wanted to see how many wise guys would. I thought they were all going to vote no, but you did okay. You got 62%
votes,
no,
yeah, wow.
But 37% of the 16 people who voted believe in your rights as an individual.
Wow, I exist. Wow. I have free will.
If I had a vote, I would have voted yes that Mark should have his own opinion. So therefore,
thank you.
I'm going to countermand the will of the majority as a dictator. Because if it had been the other way around, if they'd have all voted yes, I still would do that, by the way. But if they all voted no, I don't know, I might do it the other way. So,
what if I voted no?
You should vote no. I mean, I would hope you would vote no. I mean,
yeah, I voted no. Yeah, I shouldn't have my own opinion. Yeah, it's much easier not to have your own opinion,
at least
too,
you
right?
get a vote. I don't even get a vote.
You're the dictator. Yep.
That's true. I'm a dictator in my own country. I don't even get a vote. Jesus. I guess, that's right. I do, don't I? In a way, I do. So, anyway.
You only need one vote, yeah.
I thought I'd see.
Vote early, vote often, vote Clobby.
We should do that to Raquel tomorrow night. I'm going to try that, too.
How about we play the Star Trek trivia game tomorrow night for Star Trek Night?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. All right, everyone, and if you're Trek fans, if you plan on visiting us for Star Trek Day tomorrow night, what should we do? I mean, we could play some Trek trivia. I don't know. You think Raquel would like that? She might not like it.
It might be fun. I could set the board up, and I could shoot my camera at it. The board with the pieces, and we could play like Mary's Game Room. And we, you play.
Do they do that? How do they do that on there?
Well, she has a camera, overhead camera. I have
that
one.
might be fun. We'll run it by her, but yeah, that would be great. I mean, I think it would be fun.
Might be fun to try. Yep.
Original series, of course.
Yeah. The the game that we both have had for 30 years, but have had no one to play with. Because no one will ever play the game with us.
Yeah, I have to dig one out somewhere. You have yours, huh?
Yep. We got
I mean,
mine. Yep.
accessible, right?
Yeah, well, I have it accessible. Yeah, right in the closet.
Okay.
My wife lets me keep a few things in the closet that are Star Trek related. Yep.
I think that's a pretty good idea.
You
Well, my
can have an
friends,
opinion, but you might be wrong. My dad always used to say,
yeah.
"Yeah, I thought I made a mistake once, but I was mistaken."
So you know that
Weisenheimer.
goes back to Claude and I have had this argument for a while, and it's this one. Harlan Ellison is famous for, I don't know if it's his state per se, but he's famous for saying these words: "You don't have a right to an opinion. You have a right to an informed opinion." Well, I don't agree with that. You have a right to an opinion, whether it's informed or not, whether it's right or not, whether it's wrong or not.
Yep.
In a free society, Harlan Ellison doesn't get to tell you what to say and do and believe.
It's better if you have an informed opinion because you can back up your statement.
But that's not how he's saying it. He's saying you have a right. You don't have a right to an opinion. You have a right to an informed opinion, and that's just, I don't buy into that. I mean, you have to. That's you telling people that if they're wrong about something, they have to shut up and they can't speak. I don't believe in that.
I agree with your point of view there. Even though I'm not supposed to have my own opinion.
No, you won. Remember, you have. In fact, I'm switching with you. I'm going to have no opinions, and you have to handle the opinions anymore because I don't feel comfortable having opinions anymore. Because look what happens. I get attacked on Facebook. But seriously, that's an ignorant, elitist statement by someone who's authoritarian. And again, you don't have to listen to anybody's opinion. Yeah.
True. Yeah. But someone who thinks they know better than anyone else. Yep.
And Harlan Ellison was that.
Yeah.
I love him. I love Harlan, but
he was a brilliant SOB too, right?
Brilliant, but guy. That wasn't a very smart thing to say if you believe in free speech. Who had not thought he believed in free speech? Now again, listening to him verbatim, he said to use the word right. The old, you have a right to an opinion. That's exactly right. That's mean. Mark C with Mark D. Don't worry if you want an opinion, Globby open. Or I'll paraphrase that line in whatever that dumb was it a Chuck Norris movie? When I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you. Thank you, Eric K, for the $5 super chat, but I appreciate it. He says, you can have an opinion, but if you want the right opinion, you will have to agree with me. That's fair enough. That's a fair cup.
Next time, tell me what to think in the super chat, in the private chat, please, too, so I know what to say. Yep.
Yes. Yep. Let's see. I'll say, hey, say this, but then hopefully you'll say the opposite.
I need my script. Yeah. Because
Right.
we planned these shows out so far in advance.
Yeah, you'll be
everything's scripted. Yeah.
Sort of like Brandon. See, I said his name without saying it. It'll be a puppet.
You're the thing, not the puppet master, right?
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here with us tonight, and thank you, Mark D, for hanging out with me.
Thank you. A lot of fun tonight. A lot of fun. Yep.
Always fun, man. I appreciate you, and I can't wait for tomorrow night. Let's see here. Well, show notice pretty much tomorrow night. Well, wait a minute. You got anything going on?
Nothing. No. Other than geekery and Thursday night, I've been swamped with all this real life stuff going on. Good stuff, but just busy. So trying to get videos out. It's not easy to, when I started this YouTube channel a while ago, I'm like, these videos will be easy. You just turn the mic on and turn the camera on, you record them. But if you want to do a decent video, you don't want to just toss it out there. But it's a lot of fun. But I got a lot of balls to juggle in terms of potential videos, and I think my next video will be if I can get it out tomorrow. Will be on buying the that's right, the collector's edition of TMP is down to 85. It's down to 85 smackrolls.
What?
Down in price.
Woo!
Yeah, that's where on Amazonians.
Do you want to order it?
Well, I ordered it 3 months ago when it came out. So let me check the price.
It came out or when
pre-release. So they give you
money?
For 115, but now the
it.
price went down. It's down to $85 now. Here, let me check the current price.
Dude, that's more than I paid for the whole damn series, though.
I know, but it's going to
What
be
stuff is in there?
gorgeousness. Let me find it here. I'll show you Star
Oh,
Trek.
don't do this to me. I can't afford it.
I did it before. You
Oh.
did see this. So let's see. Star Trek.
I know, but now it's crunch time.
$83. It's $83.
Probably like $20 shipping.
And no, it's free if you've got free. I think, right?
No, unless you have Amazon Prime. I think my son has it.
No, but if you order anything over $25, isn't it free?
I don't know.
On Amazon?
Where? Is it true? Is that true?
I'm not sure, but let's see here. Let me just pull. I'll share if I want to pull it up so I don't show my zip code. Here we go. Okay, so here's what it comes with. Well, here, let me call it up. It's $83. Let me call it up on Walmart so I don't. Walmart.
Oh, is that how much it's going to be at Walmart too?
Well, let's check. We can extend the show a couple minutes and see. Yeah. Walmart. Let's see. Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Picture 4K. Okay, here's the $89 at Wally Mart. And here, let's show what it comes with. So let me share my screen here for everyone. I think we did this on one of the clubhouses a while ago when it came out, when Retro Blasting was doing his Iconicon, and those guys had that great panel.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So here you get the motion picture, you get the stickers, you get bumper stickers, and you get the 4K. I think it's 1, 2, 3. You get the 4K, you get the regular Blu-ray. They're not showing you a lot of stuff in here. Let's see.
See if it gives you. Cheap. Well, I mean,
let's see if I'm going to do.
You probably won't find it at a Walmart. You have to order it.
Yeah, but they have it here. They have it buy now. Yeah. So they have it. They have it there. Yep. So let's see. 4K Ultra. Let's see if. So it's called the director's edition, I guess. Yep. But that went down like $30. If this, yeah, they do have the normal 4K too. I think it's like $30.
Ooh, 107.
Oh, this is the whole collection. That's the whole collection. Later.
I wonder how much the normie version is, the plebe version is.
Yeah, let's see. Star Trek with like $30, 4K.
So you get basically you don't get many extras on the disc. You get a bunch of paraphernalia, right?
Yeah, you're getting paraphernalia with it, so you really don't need it. Well, yeah, I'm laughing as I said that. Yeah. So you're getting all this. Right, you're getting a book with it. Beam me up, Mr. Spock. Federation vehicle, official use only. You get lobby cards. This poster.
Oh, damn, that's so nice.
So it does look really nice. And these stickers.
Nobody's ever going to use any of those lobby cards or posters or books. They're all going to keep them in the damn box forever.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah,
with the stickers, right?
The stickers, right? God, or maybe I'll make a copy of them. I love those stickers. Maybe I'll make a copy.
Love the stickers, love the bumper stickers, but you wouldn't want to. I mean,
well, you know what I did? I bought material you can print.
Mr. Spock.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
What the fuck? Dummies? You guys mental? Why beam me up, Mr. Spock? Who would put that on? And what Trek fan would want that on there? That's ignorant.
But actually, beam me up, Scotty is never said in the original series. So
I know, but it's still the famous phrase.
Yeah. That's like
he did say Scotty beam me up though once.
Play it again, Sam. Wasn't in the movie they did that?
What?
It said beam in one of the Star Trek movies. Didn't they say beam me up?
No,
Scotty.
A couple times. Scotty. He said Scotty. I think he did say Scotty beam me up once in the show, but maybe not. I know he said beam me up a couple times. So. In fact, this side of paradise, this is the captain. Beam me up. Well, sure, if you want. I most certainly do. What about Don Perlin's Defender, Surfer and Defenders? I'm not a big Don Perlin kind of guy, personally. Matthew, are you a fan? I know Hunger Boy loves him. Wow, Hunger Boy's going to throw something at me now. Just kidding, Hunger Boy.
All the way from down under, yeah. So this version is $30. So this is you get the Ultra 4K Ultra HD and a regular Blu-ray, so it would play in your Blu-ray player. This is the one to buy
Okay.
for 30 smackerels. So
Shit,
that's
I gotta get it.
that's
It'll
it.
be a while
And
before I can afford it, but I'll get it soon.
you get the and
It
you get
doesn't
all
sell out.
the extras, I guess. And they're gonna have the extras from the movie. This one did sell out, but they'll print. It's never gonna go out of print. They'll keep printing them.
I figured you were just going after Hunger Boy with that one, Matthew. Oh dear,
The
oh
Blu-ray
dear.
is $18, but it's not worth. You got to buy the 4K. I mean,
Oh, the Blu-ray? Wait, no, that's all I need right there.
yeah, but you got to be future-proof.
Why don't I
You
want the
get-
stupid? I'll never
because
have. I'm
event-
never gonna buy a 4K.
Well, when you get your next TV is gonna be 4K.
You said my new one isn't. It don't matter.
It is actually 4K. I looked it up. The specs. It is 4K.
So,
but you said
what
it's
is
all
it?
messed up.
Yeah.
It's double the resolution. It's like these go to
Jesus,
11.
this is right here.
Yeah,
To
but
go with
it's
my
not,
other, but my other
yeah.
Blu-ray set, they're all Blu-rays.
I know, but just you're asking the wrong person. You're asking an engineer. But this one
Damn
is
it.
better.
I'm glad you showed me that one. That's
Yeah,
more
so you get that
like
for
it.
$18. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean 30 sucks. I wonder if it's going to be at the Best Buy. Won't carry it in the store probably because they're a bunch of dumbasses. I might go check. Is that out now or when did it come out this week?
It's out and get it in 8 days.
Okay.
So it's coming out. I guess it's coming out. Mine is shipping. I guess from Amazon this week. So I'm waiting for that. So watch that on 4K because as good as it is on the the Paramount Plus streaming, it's never as good when you have the physical media. I mean, as good as streaming is getting, and the sound too. It's got the it'll have the 4K one has Dolby Atmos, the fancy dancy sound system where it points up at the ceiling. So I'm looking forward to blasting this on 11.
I'll take it the normal way just to have it to add it to because this is the only thing missing from that 50th anniversary Blu-ray special collection, which I love. The only thing missing is the damn director's cut.
Yep.
Of this. So that will be perfect.
Yeah, it's Wagner says the disc may be 4K, but my eyes are only 720p. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
So I can save $10. And I'll never need that. I'm never going to have a Blu-ray player anyway. I mean, a 4K player anyway.
I think you do. I think you might, or
My
maybe.
player's not.
Oh, you don't have a. You don't have a.
It's just a
you don't
Blu-ray
have-
player.
Blu-ray. You don't have a Xbox
Oh,
or
no.
something. That's right. Yeah.
No, I have a PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
But,
JT Kirk says, this would be better than streaming 100% of the time. If you have an HDR 4K TV, a noticeable difference. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to because
you people with normal eyesight can
and good
worry about
TVs
that stuff and good TVs. I have garbage TV and garbage eyesight, but it works. I can watch it and it'll look fine like that.
It'll look a lot better. It'll look a lot better. Even the Blu-ray will look a lot better than.
Oh yeah.
But the 4K is just phenomenal. It's just ridiculously good. It's but and I have an Atmos system too, so that really affects Atmos. And then I play, when I was playing a movie or something really loud, my kids come down like, "Can you turn it down?" I'm like, "You don't get to tell me to turn it down. This is my house, right?"
Oh shit! Nice.
Oh, Retro Blasting's here.
Where? I can't see him.
Hey, you got to get new eyes. Just kidding.
No. Oh, there he is.
They said,
Hey, what's up? Retro Blasting. They seem to indicate even the new Blu-rays for the overall release have superior remastering to the previous ones in the 6 films. Good to see you there, Richard. Okay, cool. Hey, Joe Zatmis here. Hello there. Good to see you.
Hey, Joe.
Cool. Like I was telling him, Mike, I don't know if you heard it, Michael, but my eyesight sucks. I can just do with the normal Blu-ray, but the 4K. Now, Michael, I'd be interested in you. Are you getting just this one, or show them the? Are you going to get the monster?
This is the one I ordered. Yep.
Yeah. Are you going to get? I know you're a big 4K guy. Are you going to get this big monster here, or just the regular standard 4K? I'm just curious which one. If any. I mean, I'm sure I know you could get it. So, I mean, this looks nice, dude. This looks fantastic. I like the book. And at least it went down a little bit in price, but there's no way I could ever afford it. So I'm just going to probably go with the plain old Blu-ray, but that is beautiful. I don't blame you. Look at
Yeah,
that,
my
man.
wife's gonna yell at me when she sees the credit card bill, but
Is she gonna yell at you?
she's gonna yell at me.
I bet she doesn't.
What did you buy now? Yes, she does. Yeah, but
Oh, does she?
she should yell at me, right? I mean, you're right. I didn't really need to buy this. I could have bought the $30
No,
one.
I
But
think you need it, man. You need it. He says, I'm hesitant to get the big set because it won't sit on the shelf nicely with the other 5 movies. That's a good point. That is true. Of course, it could be, like I said, I have that big, as I mentioned earlier, that big the 50th anniversary Blu-ray set that I got. It took me. I waited about 4 years so it went down enough, and I could afford it. Of course, the original series set that has all the movies and animated and all that kind of stuff. And if I got this, I could put it. This looks almost the same, close to the same size as that, because that's a big, box monster.
this is gonna.
Box
Michael's
set.
right. I think is gonna stick way out. So what I might do with something like this is just put it on the shelf with my 3D printed Doomsday machine, like just on top, and some of my Star Trek models. Maybe
When
do
you
it there.
you got 3D print V'ger?
Oh, I saw someone who 3D printed a life-size replica of V'ger. That
Wow.
would be a cool project to try. It took the guy a long time to print, but it came out pretty decent. That would be fun. Or
You
do
it
like a
from the
start with a
model
half
from
scale.
this the director's cut.
Yeah, you could. Well, now they've redone it now too. So now you get to see V'ger and all his or slash her glory. So yeah, that would be a cool thing to print. And then there's also, of course, the just the Voyager satellite too. You could 3D print that. So, but yeah, just with 3D printing, there's a lot of fun stuff you can do. So
See, this is a pretty big box set right here.
yeah, and Joe was asking me when. It said Amazon said it was shipping this week. So hopefully I'll get it. It'd be so fun it's a lot of fun if I got it this weekend, because I have my movie screen set up on the outside of my house. So I have speakers that go outside, and sometimes invite friends over. If you were closer, we can come over and watch
I would
this
love that, man.
on the projector. You get your popcorn, and you're hanging out outside, which is a lot of fun. Oh, and Das
Hanging out.
Wolfen. I don't think you can see this on your StreamYard side. Das Wolfen says, "Welcome to the Clobberin level." So, thank you for subbing.
Thank you.
Das Wolfen.
Thank you for joining Das Wolf on the Clobberer level. Appreciate you. But see, this is it's a pretty nice set. I love this thing.
Oh yeah, looking
The
forward
50th
to
anniversary set. So, thank you for joining, Das Wolf, and appreciate you. Who said Pop? Oh, Pop. Good night, Pop. Night, Pop Culture. Have a good one.
Yeah, so here's the
I guess
Amazon.
that would be next. I could put it next to this. Brian says, mine says arriving next Wednesday. Amazon open orders. I got you. What'd you say?
Yes, that's probably what mine is. Yeah, thank you for checking it. Yep. So it's yeah, that would look great. So that's one thing that always bugged me when they, as collectors, they didn't make everything match together, or then they had that VHS set, and then they added movies later. I think that so 1 to 4, and then they keep adding them, but then they completed that picture. So it's so cool to have all the movies in VHS, and it just looked great on your shelf. So something like this, I appreciate all the stuff that's in it, but it doesn't match. It probably doesn't mesh up with that 50th one. But this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, the bonus disc, and some of the stuff that was a phenomenal show on Iconicon with the producer and the
man. That was such a great show. Everyone, by the way, if you have not subscribed to Retro Blasting, please do, and then go to their Iconicon page if you want to see a great, amazing video panel they did for their great virtual Iconicon about Star Trek: The Motion Picture, the director's cut. That was just phenomenal, and if you have not seen that yet, I highly recommend it. You got to see it; it's great. And so, just if anyone here has not seen that yet, it's so cool. And I got a link in my description below to Retro Blasting's page, so you can find it there. And I don't know if I have a link to Iconicon videos. Let me see.
If you go to Retroblasting's page, he
Oh,
has
I have a
they
link
have
to
a
the
playlist.
Iconicon schedule playlist, but that might be the old one from the year before. If so, just go to the Retro Blasting page and there's a playlist for Iconicon. You can find it there, and you got to check that out. It's amazing. Oh, there we go. And D-Bud, of course, is putting in the chat now a Retro Blasting. Thanks, D-Bud. Appreciate that, buddy. Link. That's the link. But I mean, obviously, most of us here probably are subscribed, but if you're not, please do. And man, check out all those amazing videos they have. And that, if you're a fan of Star Trek: The Motion Picture, that video that was just amazing. Great interview with some of the gentlemen who worked on the director's cut. It's just incredible.
And you had that Toy Comics video as well. That was great. Yeah, I'm trying to pull up.
Yeah,
I'm searching the playlist now to pull that one.
I was honored to be a part of that and to do a panel last year and this year. Great stuff. So yeah. Matthew Pounder said subs. Good, thank you, Matthew Pounder. You won't oh there's there's a link to it right there. The Retro Blasting put a link. I think that's a link to the very video we were speaking of. Thank you, Retro Blasting. But Matthew Pounder said he just subbed. Okay, that is the link to the stream. Thank you, Retro Blasting. Thanks, buddy. That's a good buddy, Michael. I think it's Michael.
Yeah, movie. I'll be glad. Yep.
Movie Omelette, yeah, and there, of course, Melinda and those folks over there. Melinda does some videos with them as well. Movie Omelette is incredible. Well, if you go to that Retro Blasting page and that Iconicon page, they got a lot of great streams and stuff and a great channels. And Matthew Pounder, yeah, you'll love Retro Blasting. They got some amazing videos, especially if you're a toy collector. But there's other stuff too, and Iconicon just incredible. So yeah. That was such an amazing video.
And they read one of my comments, and you could see I think it was David Fine or Fiend. I don't want to pronounce his name incorrectly, but he was like, you could see how touched, and Mike Massasoni. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. I apologize, but how touched they were. The guy was almost in tears. But how heartfelt it was that they finally got this labor of love done, and now we're finally getting this. We're finally getting this in physical media, which is what all our, all the Star Trek fans and collectors have been clamoring for at least, when did the directors come out? And around, it's almost been 20 years, I think, waiting for this years. to get this in, once Blu-rays came out, once we were able to get a better format to have this redone, it's just,
right. Just incredible.
It's
stuff.
Just amazing. Yeah. You can see how touched the guys were that worked on it. And, it was really heartfelt and, really great to see that, interaction with the fans and how much we appreciate these guys doing a project like this.
Fun stuff. So this is cool. You'll be having it by next week, I guess, and of course we'll talk about it a little bit tomorrow night on our show,
Star Trek Day.
Tomorrow night, everybody, the clubhouse, tomorrow is Star Trek Day. We will celebrate real Star Trek with, of course, our wonderful first officer Raquel will be with us. Mark, you'll be with us. Will you not?
Definitely. Yep. And, not missing Star Trek Day. I was going to go see Wrath of Khan, but I guess I'm not going to
make it in time.
Yeah, and I got a scout meeting. They just I sent me. I'm supposed to go to like a planning meeting for scouts. I'm like, but don't you know that Wrath of Khan is in theaters tonight?
Well, like I said, I went Sunday. It was great to go see it again. But you've seen it enough. You can put it, show it in your backyard one of these days soon again.
Yeah, and I got to meet Leonard Nimoy in that premiere. So that's my that's the one experience
ever,
that I'll never forget. That never.
That's the best thing
ever.
That
was an amazing experience, and I got to sit on the front row, second seat from the left, next to a girl that I had a crush on who happened to be a redhead.
Well, yeah, we love our redheads around here.
So that was even more made the movie even better. But
we love our redheads around here, don't we?
Yeah.
So appreciate y'all being here with us tonight. This has been fantastic on just a wild card Wednesday night. We have, like I said, tomorrow's Star Trek Day. So tomorrow night we'll be celebrating some Star Trek, and then Friday night, I guess I'll be over there at Nick's comic shop. I'm not sure what we'll be doing, but great 32 flavors of Nick Weiser, and his link is below. We'll be having some fun talking with Nick and the boys. I'm not sure what we're talking about yet, but it'll be comics, of course. Hey, Joseph Dredd. I saw Star Trek 2 with Shatner commentary beforehand. Oh, cool. Well,
Was
Joseph
that in the movie
Dredd
theaters or was that? I don't remember.
in the
that
movie
one.
theater? I don't know.
That's cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Well, Joseph Dredd, of course, is the name of Judge Dredd, and this obviously clearly, this man is a Judge Dredd fan, and I am as well. I love Judge Dredd, so nice to see. I don't know if I've ever seen you here, Judge Joseph. If I have, I can't really remember, but welcome to Clobberin Times, and it's an honor to have you here, my friend, and it's good to see you. We're just getting out of here, but I want to thank you all for being here tonight. And yeah, there you go. D. Bud Martin's got that link for first time in the stream. Well, Joseph, welcome. Sorry we're on our way out on this one, but I hope you will come back, man. We talk tonight's wild card Wednesday night, so we're just talking about anything. We're just talking about some Trek there, but tonight was talking about comics and various things, and on Monday nights it's March Street Comic Talk, of course, and tomorrow night's the Clubhouse where we talk about various things. Obviously, tomorrow night being Star Trek, and then at Nick Weiser's show, on our buddy Nick Weiser's show tomorrow night. Friday night that's the Comic Shop show, where the boys and I Nick and the boys and I will talk about various things there, including. Well, we review comics there. We do different things. So that'll be fun. And then Saturday night Star Trek. Reviewing all of real Star Trek. We, of course, will have 4 more episodes of Deep Space Nine. And these are they. And Sunday night, I know we got the geekery going on. Mark, Deep with the Seas channel. Sunday night geekery.
Talk about whatever's going on in the week in pop culture, and we'll digress to food and wherever the chat takes us.
Yes.
But probably a little bit of House of the Dragon, I guess, premieres that night, so I try to watch it beforehand. But that show's been pretty good so far. But yeah, it's always a fun hangout. You're usually there, so
thanks, JT. Thanks, Keely. Yeah, they're all heading out, so I'm just gonna say goodbye.
Yeah. Good night, guys. Yep.
And you got any videos out there circulating? Please go to Mark's channel and subscribe, and watch his enabling videos.
Yeah, and the time lapse of that was my latest one, the time lapse of the TARDIS. So I built that in 2016, a while ago.
TARDIS, right?
My Lego TARDIS video. So it's kind of fun to watch.
Cool.
Watch that. It's a primitive time lapse, just some snaps. But
he's got a lot of videos about 3D printing and toys and toy builds and different things he does. So.
Yeah, so I appreciate all the subs and the likes and the watches, and appreciate being able to hang out here. So thank you.
Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you all. It's never the same without you, buddy. So I appreciate you hanging out with me.
Thank you.
And I just want to let you know that just because it's you get to have opinions.
I get to have my own opinion.
I bequeath you with the ability to have. I'm sorry. I just thought it was funny to see what they would say. I wasn't trying to oppress you.
But you told me not to like the Watchmen movie. Now, what am I going to do?
I never tell you anything. I just make suggestions and act like a dickhead about them. That's all.
Right?
Yes, indeed. MMM. So thank you all for being here with us tonight. The great Chris Persia. My great friend Retro Blasting. I'm always honored to have you guys pop in. Michael and Glenda, love you guys.
Great channel. Yep, a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hope to be talking to Michael soon. This is still the year of Spider-Man, his 60th anniversary, and I'm planning some Spidey stuff. Another suggestion, if you're a Spider-Man fan, Michael has a video that he did for Iconicon over there on Retro Blasting. This latest Iconicon. Again, go to that playlist. His Spider-Man video is just phenomenal. If you're a fan of Spidey, he talks about his as a youngster, his buying habits of Spider-Man comics when he was living over in the UK, which was a fascinating video. I don't know if you saw that, but that was a great one.
Yep. No, it was real interesting. Yeah, because you're living abroad, it's not easy to get the same comics, right? You can't, they're not, or certain months you want to get certain things. Or when I was over, my dad was Swiss, so we'd go there and they'd have collections. One of them was called Nova, nothing to do with Nova from Marvel, but that was the French version. It would be like a bunch of different comics all in French. So I was trying to learn French too, and then they're all smashed together. The thing was the shows CHOSE, the thing. But yeah, you wouldn't buy like floppies like we do here. They were more like kind of like trades, which are kind of cool. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, and it's cool stuff. And I love that vid. So we'll do some Spider-Man stuff coming up before the year runs out. Since I missed the actual anniversary time, just like these idiots at Fathom missed the actual Wrath-the-Con anniversary, which should have been June. I don't know why they're doing this in
June 4th.
September. Yeah, it should have been June 4th, not now, but anyway. Yep. Oh, I knew Mr. Smarty Pants. What? Mark used to live as a broad? Yeah. Why I oughta. Thank you, great Eric K. Eric K. Thank you so much for being here. Masters Maniac Master. Thank you so much, buddy. Dave was here. Linrod was here. Keely Chow, Roll Tide, JT Kirk, Matthew Pounder, Das Wolfen. Hungry for some con style cryo steep. Hungry boy, thank you so much, bro. Thanks for being here. Phantom Outsider, thank you for being here. D Bud, the great D Bud Martin, the man of iron. Thanks for being here, brother. Matthew Pounder, I think I said Matthew Pounder already. Brian Hepburn, Pop Culture Republic. Das Wolfen joined or got a membership either way. Welcome, Das Wolfen, to the membership. Thank you so much. Joe's Atmosphere. Pat S popped in for a second, I believe, earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Wagnar. Hang on a second. I like to get everybody. Just think it's the way I am. It's just a habit. So, so I don't want a Gap After Dark was here. Like I did, remember, like the other night, I kept thinking I had everybody, and I missed some. Always missing them. I think Rough Girl was here for a while. Apollo Meets Minion, Oliver Bellamonte. Thank you for being here as well. Sid East Warren, thank you, my friend. My chat's frozen on me. Hope I'm not missing anybody.
Computer.
Hello, computer. Steve Mitchum popped in earlier, of course, and I think he said he'd be back Saturday. Let's see. Oh man. Every time I think I got everybody, though, it fools me. So best to be thorough, right?
Yep. Don't want to miss anyone. Yep.
Don't want to miss anybody. But it looks like I'm going to go out on a limb and say I got everybody this time. Let's see how wrong I am. I'm saying it now so you can have fun with how wrong I am later. So far, see, look, I may have covered everybody. We had a big crowd, but not like the biggest of crowds. We had a lot of very active chat tonight, which I really appreciate. Yeah. Come on, man.
Fun group tonight. Fun group. Yep.
Oh yeah, great group there. Man, I think I'm going to be confident here for a second. I said, well, there's Dave. I think, okay, Dave.
Yeah,
I don't know if I got Dave. Yeah. J-Man was here. See?
Yeah, don't forget J-Man.
See what you made me do? Well, not you. I blamed you because you're the engineer.
Yeah, we always change things.
Change things. And now it's stagnant on me again. Come on, man. I hate using that term since it's used by moron, well-known moron. Not that I'm just not a well-known moron. I'm just a plain old moron. Not an Max Mandabear was here. Hey, what's that?
Well, as I say, you're not going to play the new Clobberin that I did, are you?
I don't have it.
You should have. Oh yeah, you did. You did play it. Oh no, I played it on chat. Did you?
I will play it. Yeah.
You got to put the scary Clobberin.
Yes, we'll play it right when we get done here. We'll see here.
You told tell Max to cover his ears, right? Yeah.
Max enjoyed it. I think. I think Max likes it. He was at your place the other night when we heard it when you played it when you debuted it.
I debuted it. Yeah.
Yes, you debuted it there.
Day that will live in infamy. Yeah.
The day that will live in infamy. All right.
And rumor has it I did a new version that added Alan Moraine to it, but
Alan Moraine. I can't wait to see it. Oh, Captain Time Lord was here, buddy. Good to see you. The Great Lord Thoth was here. See, I did forget people because my memory's garbage. Classic Comics was here. Thank you, Classic Comics.
Dark Shadow Logan was here too, right?
Dark Shadow Logan was here. Again, didn't see him in a while. Your Muslim uncle was here. And thank you, your Muslim uncle and Dark Shadow Logan, for being here. See? See? All right, let's see. C for Catwoman. Old arch nemesis Catwoman. All right, let's see here. But almost there.
And Dark
Yeah.
Shadow Logan's still here. Yep. Hell, yep.
Hey, Dark Shadow. Dark Shadow, thanks for being here, buddy. So you got to go all the way back to find them all. Pop Culture Republic, I think I already got him. I think, but just in case, Pop Culture Republic. Thank you. Almost got it. Almost got him. So it looks like I got everybody this time, but you can't be sure till you get there. And it looks like I'm there. Well, I was there. Now I'm not there. Okay. And I think Rough Girl might have been here too, but someone said hello to her, but I didn't see her there. So hello to, just in case. Hail Rough Girl. It's good to see you. But so that's Snail Messiah joined, by the way. And a membership.
Oh, I hope he didn't watch the new Lord of the Rings show because it was a horrific scene.
Ooh.
And that, remember?
No, I didn't watch that.
No, but with his buddies in it, he's not going to like what
There's
the
Max.
Harfoot
Said-
scene. Yeah.
Did you know Max was here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought I wasn't looking at. I was winding my chat back. So when you mentioned Max, I didn't know you meant that he was here. Hey, Max, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
So I guess we got everybody. Again, big shout out to Retro Blasting. By the way, one of my favorite things he's done lately. If you go to, it's got these short videos called Man-Child News. Michael, I don't want to put any pressure on you, dude, but I love those. So if you do more, I would love it. I'm not telling you to go doing extra work because you're an overworked lad. I know, but I love it. That makes me crack up. It's hilarious. Anyway, I appreciate you all for being with us tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a lot of fun with Raquel. Now, just in the meantime, everyone, please have a wonderful remainder of. And by the way, thank you everyone who is lurking or listening on a download. And by the way, I don't say that enough. Thank you all so much. So, thank you. What?
Max is asking if you got the thing that he emailed you last night, and he said, don't forget to play the Clobberin with O'Miles.
Okay, I did not get anything to email me, but I'll go look at it right now.
Or Twitter or email. I guess he says email, but I don't know. Does he mean DM'd or does he mean
I'm bad
email?
about checking my emails. He knows that. So
Yep.
I don't. You said last night?
Email. It says email, yep. Monday night.
Monday night, huh? Oh, Monday night? Oh, not last night. But the night before. Ah, there it is. It says, this would have arrived in time for next Saturday's night show. However, better is typically late than never. Very good try. Let's see what it is. Enjoy. I'm taking this is trying to find it won't. I guess it's something I have to download. Max, I'm taking it something you don't want me to show, or I'll show it tomorrow night. Oh, time for Saturday night show. I got you. Oh, okay. I see. Now I will play this tomorrow night on the Star Trek show. Then, Max, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Max.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much. So everybody, I really appreciate you. And yes, this is I played it last night. May as well play it again by the great Mark Deal with a C. And it is the new version of the Clobberin. Cover your ears. Anyone else who doesn't like this, and write your hate mail to Mark Deal with a C.
Crap, crap,
Oh,
crap,
Miles.
crap, crap,
Oh,
crap,
Miles.
crap, crap,
Oh,
crap, crap,
Miles.
crap,
Oh,
crap,
Miles.
crap, crap,
Oh,
crap,
Miles.
Oh, the pain.
Oh, the pain. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Clobberin!